Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to Legend of Zelda: Echoes of the Past, the first session. Oh,
Finally.
yep.
We did it. We made it.
It's happening.
We
It's
did it.
scheduled. It's going to continue happening. All right. So, oh boy. Okay, I know how to start this. I had a whole thing. All right. We begin with a big sweeping view of Lurelin Village, a town during the morning sun, as we see fishermen waking up early and other folks beginning to post up lanterns and decorative hanging banners from pole to pole. Merchants can be seen finalizing gathering supplies and trading all across the village itself, preparing and finalizing their wares for tonight's festivities. As we go through the village, we see a sweet old lady guiding a robotic figure, as well as a Rito as they carry a bunch of wrapped fish. 1 second. With a singular Korok following after the Rito, with one fish above its head.
Oh.
Oh.
Please, Obby and Hart, introduce your characters and who you are.
Okay. Hi. I'm Arson Sessions, also known as Obby, and today I am playing my character, Sonnet Summer Dance. She is beloved.
Very much
Just
so.
a Rito wearing a kind of like a plague doctor style kind of mask. Never takes it off. But yeah.
uh, Greetings. My designation is 1-1. No. Wait. That's not correct. My designation is LL1. No. LL0015. Right? Did you keep on almost
no, you
reading
got it.
the Luigi?
You got it.
Yes.
You did this. You did this to them, Jade.
I did nothing.
You Luigi.
Luigi the Slow.
I am a Warforged Barbarian, though I probably don't quite know that. Or do I? I don't know. And I am played by Heartless. Hi. Hello. You got Luigi. No, LL0015's charisma is terrible. So that is completely in character, and I totally did not forget the name of my character. Shh.
It's
I
fine.
love you so much.
It's so fine. So, we see the presence of Miss Allo, the old lady, who Sonnet and you, Lewis, both know. For the past couple of days, you have been staying at Lurelin Village, mostly helping out with anything that Miss Allo might need, as well as helping out throughout the village itself. The village has grown somewhat accustomed to you, Lewis, though you still get some weird looks, specifically from merchants around the place, who see you and either have a price tag above their head or see you as a curiosity, in a sense. A lot of people here are traveling for the festival itself, so please tell me, what have you both been up to in the past, let's say, week since the attack by the robots that came from the beach?
So, the first thing we did after was go to see one of the Guardian wrecks, right?
Yeah. We discussed this in one of the chats. I don't remember which specific one, but
Yeah. And then afterwards, well, I'm very curious, but I don't completely have a good memory, so I should have something to write stuff down with and carry stuff with, because there's not a lot of room to do that. So earning money.
Earning money. Yeah.
Honestly, that would
sounds
be
right.
that would be easy enough within the village itself, especially with you guys helping Miss Allo. In fact, her son, one second, Marlo, who I realized after naming him that I named him Marlo Allo,
Ah,
and this is what I get for coming up with names on the spot. So for working with her son, Marlo, you managed to get a little bit of coins. So within the past week, I'd say each of you would have gotten at least 2 golden rupees that you can add to your inventory. Just in of itself, like this is just basic, like average work. You've also helped around the village, especially you, Sonnet, who worked as a healer.
Yeah.
So
That +7 medicine, baby. It's useful.
oh yeah. So finally arriving at the stand, you see Marlo and his 2 kids, which I will give you the name of right now. Miri and Fima. I have these written down, I swear. Which are all assisting and helping put together their stand for tonight's festivity. You see, like, a big grill has been pulled up into the back of it, and like they're going to prepare to cook fish and food for some of the attendants. Sonnet.
Yeah.
As you arrive, you see Marlo just point you to the direction of where to put the fish, as well as for you, Lewis. Just grabbing the fish from the God damn it! What's your Korok's name again?
McCare.
Macaire. I will remember this. Write that down. Because if not, I'm going to forget it. Every fucking time.
Pet.
Pets.
Trust me, it took me a little bit to commit it to memory, but I did it. It took a while.
Okay. It's on my desk now. So as you do so, you do hear a bit of a struggle from behind you as you turn around and immediately see someone falling off a ladder.
Oh, well, fly. Flying to catch.
Okay.
Instinctive.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. How do I roll in here again, or should I use physical dice? That's the question.
You can use physical dice, or you can press literally the word dexterity on the core part of your sheet, and then saving throw.
I think I'll use the one in Foundry for now, but if it starts treating me bad, I'll switch to physical.
Understandable.
So, dexterity saving throw. There it is. Did that work? I don't think that worked.
If you have to click on the
there
word
it is.
dexterity. There you go.
There it is! Oh, baby!
oh. So how that's treating you?
It's treating me nice! That's a net 20!
So with a nat 20, immediately upon seeing this person fall down, you immediately fly, and like, what's your flying speed again?
Flying speed
It's
is...
50.
Let me look this up.
Walking, nobody would have... Walking, at least from your distance, you would not have made it. But with flying, you immediately, like, just zoom and take across, and you just land right behind him and just hold him, and just, like, he's startled. Like, thank you, Miss Summer Dance.
No problem. I'll just be a little bit more careful next time.
Hey, Jemry, could you grab the ladder for me so I don't fall down like you were supposed to? Shit, sorry. And you see another person go over and grab the ladder.
Do you want some help setting these up? I can fly. And she just does like a little wave of her wings for emphasis.
That would be great, actually. Do you mind hanging up these banners from pole to pole? We're going from each. We were taking the ladder, but I guess flight would probably make this easier.
Yeah, she just gives a nod and reaches hands out for the banners, and when she's handed them, she will very carefully fly from pole to pole.
Easy enough. Lewis. You see Marlo immediately point towards a set of crates and boxes filled with like heavy cooking equipment, and asking you like, "Hey, bud, I know you're pretty strong. Do you mind helping us move this over here?"
Of course. I just walk over and I pick it up.
What's your strength again?
Let me double check. It
And now.
is 15.
Honestly, actually, I'm gonna say make a small athletics check.
Okay.
It's not a difficult one, especially with your strength.
Athletics.
It'll be under skills.
12 plus 4 is 16.
16.
Yeah, 16.
That is more than enough. You just basically grab each individual box by itself with one of your arms, and you have 2 arms.
I have 2 arms.
Correct.
But 3
move them
legs.
Yes, and move them over. Immediately after you put down the box, Mary and Fema, who have grown very close to you after you saved their lives, just begin immediately climbing on top of you.
I pause just for a second to let them situate themselves before moving again.
Fantastic. The kids immediately asked their father, Marlo, Dad, can we go play? Can we go play with Lewis? And Marlo immediately says, "You're helping me with tonight's festivities, and you can play then as well after. We need to get things moving. We don't have all day." Fine. And with that, they get off of you.
Mm-hmm. About what time in the day is it, if I may ask?
Well, it's the morning sun, so I'd say probably like early morning, like 8 to 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. Reflecting our real life world at the time that we woke up. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. I will say, Sonnet has handed me that throughout the week at a certain time of the day, she will just do a fly around the perimeter of the town. Just because seeing the malice creature she fought last time was a little scary. And just, just maintaining a perimeter, making sure she can get an eye from the sky kind of view, you know?
I will say, you're not the only reader that lives here. There's one other reader that I'd say just like has stationed himself and lives here. As like I think he probably works the docks actually, and he actually, the moment that you start doing this, he begins to help you like a day after, switching shifts. So I'll let you make that roll with advantage. Just give me a general investigation or perception check, whichever one you want.
All right, let me look at my numbers. That would be, you know what? I'm gonna do perception because that investigation isn't as great. 19.
19. What would you have caught during the past week? There was nothing. There was nothing of the malice or of the robotic creature that, like, after that encounter, apart from Lewis, there has been no other movement of any robotic creatures around. No encounter of malice either. The only thing you found is that at some point there was a couple of folks that were seen around the cliffs, at the very top of the cliffs edges, looking down upon the town, that immediately like almost vanished from your view as you try to approach them. Like, step into something else and they went. That was the that was about the only thing.
Yeah. She doesn't like that. That's a little suspicious. Then again, it could just be people who are too shy to approach folks. But either way, it's better to be too careful than not careful. Oh.
Madre, tengo estas siguientes 4 horas planeadas. No puedo hacer nada ahorita. Sorry.
You're good.
That's you. You're all good.
Okay.
What was I saying? I was saying it's better to be too careful than not careful at all. So I think she will let some folks know that she saw some folks up in the cliffs. But other than that,
Miss. Oh, what's up, Lewis?
Oh, I was going to say, Lewis LL0015 would probably ask you about it.
Mhm.
Or ask Sonnet about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like definitely Sonnet has also gotten used to talking to Lewis as well. Just having casual conversations every day. Just yeah, telling about things that they've seen, things that they've done, etc.
Mhm.
Oh, something that should be noted. Throughout the entire week, Makir has basically like always like he's a very playful creature, being a Korok and all. And so he loves playing with the children and loves doing like that. But like he will refer to nonstop as Lewis as sibling.
Aww. I hope that's so soft.
The first couple of times, Lewis just stares at McCare and goes like, why? But has eventually just accepted it as a fact of life and moves on.
But with that, once you guys are done setting up the cooking equipment as well as hanging up some of the banners, Miss Allo would ask you guys, are you guys even aware what the story of the Faron Festival is?
I do not. I would love to hear it.
How have we not told you this story?
Can I potentially roll history? Because Sonnet has been here before, so it
You can.
would make sense if she potentially has heard of it.
Yes.
So I will roll that history. That is 16.
You are
Sonnet, you
aware.
are doing well.
You are aware of the story of why this Faron Festival is celebrated.
Nice.
It is the festival is celebrated in thanks to the light's spirit Faron, serving on the goddess Farore, who helped guide a ship during a very stormy night towards shore. So every year, the village celebrates in hopes for good winds and for the sailors to travel, since this is a port town.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. That's cute.
Easily enough, you are told this. You're told the story by Miss Allo in much brighter detail, with like the characters and all that jazz. I don't want to improvise all that on the spot, so if that's all right.
So it celebrates the spirit Faron.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit Faron. I am writing notes.
A spirit that serves under the goddess Farore.
Mm-hmm.
Serves goddess Farore.
So, as we're being told the story, we move away from the middle of the market towards further at the edge of town. As the last couple of carriages arrive in time for the setting, in time for just setting up the festival in the morning, one carrying a peculiar individual, Ikora. A long journey was ahead of you when you started this, and you have finally managed to arrive here. You've seen a couple of things as you were traveling. You've seen security across crossing the border, specifically the southern Zora Keep border and Hyrule proper border, like specifically the Bridge of Eldon. That's where the border like sits. You see that border has increased, being set up for increased security. Luckily, they didn't question why you were traveling or anything. But do you know what the Bridge of Eldon is?
Let's see. It is. Is it?
It's the
It's
big.
either the one.
It's
yeah,
this big
this
bridge.
one right
and
here,
next
yeah.
to, yes,
Yeah.
that's the Bridge
Yeah.
of Eldon. But yeah. That's the one that passes that passes Hyrule proper into Southern Sora's Keep. It's usually an open border, meaning anybody can cross, but you see security begin to pick up in that area. As you also saw the middle of the bridge is usually used as like a little merchant meeting spot. Due to the fact that at the very bottom of the Lake Hylia is town of Epicune, a city that expands under the Lake of Hylia, built by the Zora a long while ago.
Ooh.
You did not have time to visit it, obviously. I'm guessing you were just heading out. Plus, I don't think you could breathe underwater.
No, she does not have that ability. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. She's doing great. This is perfectly fine.
It's fine.
The thought definitely did cross her mind of like leaving the caravan and such to, you know, go backpacking through the wild to cut through the border instead of going through the official route. But
you
that
could,
would be,
if you wanted to.
but that would also be way more suspicious. So she's just sticking with it.
You were the person that Sonnet sought. No. No. But yes, so if you are not choosing to do that, then that's what you would have seen. Also seeing just the country in a new way. I don't think you've traveled this far out from your home area, apart from Newcastle Town. So just in general, the locations have been vast. You see like the vast like areas that you've seen from very far away now much up closer. But as you arrive, the caravan stops. They're told, "All right, everybody off. Go do your own things. We're just gonna be setting up, and we're heading back out to Newcastle Town tomorrow morning. So if you want to back on, you want to back on."
Yeah. Thank you for that. Don't be suspicious, giver. Yeah, Ikora, she will give them a salute, a tip, considering it was probably some sort of paid service, and then she is outie.
You paid before you got on, so you're fine.
Yeah, but of course she's gonna tip.
I will say, by the way, your little Korok friends, the three little Korok stooges, while they accompany you to the edge of the forest, they did not go with you.
Understandable. There's only so many Koroks we can
I
have.
will die.
She probably gave each of them a pat on the head and some very questionable life advice, as big
Amazing.
sisters do.
Amazing. You are considered sibling.
I would like to clarify for those listening and watching, there is a file in the Foundry that just says PC Pets, and that kind of just alludes to the kind of party we have. So yeah, Jade would die.
I would die.
Jade would die. I straight up already have a bag of tricks, so that would be even more pets.
So, Ikora, as you arrive, you see multiple individuals. This is definitely not a location that you've been to, but you also see the ocean, which I don't think you've seen before.
Yeah, definitely not. Like, she's dealt with, like, Zora and lakes and such before, because you can get a lot of good stuff from the wetlands and such.
Oh, I forgot to change
But
the
the ocean is completely different. That's a lot of water. What the fuck? So yeah, she probably does spend a bit of time looking at the water. May or may not have a sense of nostalgia, but don't worry about that. This is
it's
definitely it's fine. She is taking that and shoving it in the box, and then she is going to go down to check out the town. Probably in disguise, though.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So you enter the town. You haven't been here before, so just to give you a description of what the town looks like. You see that it's a mostly seaside town. You see that a lot of the town itself has very like bridges that connect each of the homes, and all of the homes and buildings in this town are slightly elevated from the sand, and it takes you a second to realize, and at least, actually, I don't know if you would know this, the tide. During high tide, when the water elevates, all of the sandy beach and stuff like that basically becomes unavailable. So the bridges have like little staircases that lead basically into water during the night. But basically, it expands the real estate of the town during the morning. I have a brain. I can think.
Very fair.
You see,
She probably knows about tides, but like in theory, so
yes. This is also just helps establish the area for other folks. But you see large quantities of merchants and stuff like that, as well as like probably the biggest ship you have ever seen, just parked on the port. Specifically, just you see people coming out of it and like bringing in materials and stuff like that. Again, you came in just in time for the festival, from what you've heard from the rumblings of some of the folks that you travel with. So yeah, what do you want to do, Ikora?
Well, yeah, she's definitely gonna be in disguise because that's a lot of people, and you never know how far or how fast news travels. So probably taking the form of random Hylian NPC number 5 from Breath of the Wild or something. And is going to go take a look around the market because she has a sword to fix, and and she has ore to find to fix that sword.
All right. Roll me a small investigation check.
All right. That is 15.
15. You rolled your dice privately.
Ah, okay. Let me...
I can oh wait, I can't. What? Oh, I
Okay,
cannot
let me-
unprivate your rolls.
Oh, wild. Okay, let me do that again.
I trust you that it was
Fully.
well. It
14.
amazing.
No.
Oh, so you rolled a 16 previously, and then it -1 to 15.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'll just take the 15.
Oh boy.
Your girl's not that smart.
Very good. I do
She's
love
a
that.
link.
I do love this. With a 15, that I'll just take the 15. You do not manage to find whatever it is, the pale ore that you were asked to find is. You don't even know what it looks like, to be fair. So you don't know what you're looking for. There are blacksmiths, and they are different people here who have who are beginning to sell their wares. Are you asking any of them about the pale ore specifically?
Are any of them Gorons?
I would say one of them is.
Yeah, she'll probably ask the Goron because, like, even if this is pretty far from their home, like, nobody knows ores better than Gorons do, considering the fact that is
What
they eat rock.
Yeah.
They eat it.
They munch
Munch.
it. So like,
Nom, nom, nom.
yeah, so even if they're like not here and directly dealing and selling it, like there's a good chance that a Goron's probably heard of it, at least as a menu option.
This is my intuition of like, okay, what is pale ore? Okay, would Goron know what this is? So far apart from each other. But you get a response of like, not particularly familiar with pale ore. Is it from a specific country? Do you know where one could get it? Am I just not be found here in Hyrule?
Well, I had heard that it could be found around here. Or at least that's what I was told when I started this journey.
Well, perhaps you should go back to the one who told you who told you to find it, and tell you that they may have given you a joke quest. Because I've never heard anything like Pale.
Alright, well, that is at least a week's journey, so I suppose I should at least try and spend the night. Perhaps ask around and see if there's anything else to be found.
Would you like to look at any of my other wares? I have plenty of swords and scabbards. If you're looking for something fancier, I do have a couple of scimitars from the Riverlands.
A couple of... what was?
Scimitars.
Ah,
It's harder to say it in that voice, but yes.
yeah. She will be nice and, like, peruse them, ask some questions, do a bit of window shopping. So... sword-wise, I don't think she's got natural proficiency in most swords. And in terms of a certain ability that she has involving swords, one sword has very stubbornly taken that spot.
Yeah, you have proficiency in one sword.
Yeah.
One sword. Singular.
Yeah. Okay. As you're doing this, it is taking you a bit of time. I'd say probably like around afternoon. Once you've arrived at this area, you feel your backpack vibrating a little bit.
One moment. I have to take this. And then she's scuttling off into the alley.
Wait, you can't take that. That's my sword.
The sword is set down and then she's scuttling off.
So you're going into an alley?
Well, yeah, because her backpack's vibrating and she's got a pretty good idea of what specifically is vibrating, and she's not going to take this call in public.
I need you to roll a stealth check.
Alright.
Moshi moshi.
Uh-oh.
Bullied?
Okay.
Well,
So there was a perception roll rolled earlier. That was 19. Of somebody who was flying above the crowd hanging up banners.
I mean, my passive perception beats that.
Yeah. So, Sonnet. I'll get back to Sonnet first. Let's answer this one first, real quickly. You sneak away into an alleyway and take out the fucking Master Sword, which you do see slightly vibrating. Eventually, after vibrating for a little bit, you see Fi pop out, who begins, who immediately, like, Fi pops out actually and just says nothing.
I like to imagine Ikora probably tried to, like, pull out the sword a little bit stealthily to check what's going on, and then Fi pops out and there's just a huh, and the
That's very
backpack's
good.
dropped on the ground. Which is why the stealth is so bad.
Oh, it's very good.
Does Sonnet see fire? Is that a Ikora exclusive?
Not yet. Do you have any? Do you have anything you want to say, Ikora? As Fi just pops out and says nothing.
Woman jump scare. Liz.
Thank you, Liz. Ikora probably just stares at Fi with big eyes for one moment, and then it's just... Okay. 1. Please don't do this in a town again. 2. What's up? What's all this about?
You seem to be having trouble finding the pale ore. Would you like some assistance?
You know what? Sure, why not? Just try to keep it on the down low if you can.
I am not familiar with the term down low.
Stealthy, quiet, something that other people won't notice, perhaps.
Quiet mode engage. And you see she begins talking and not says anything.
Oh.
You muted her.
As you see the sword begin to slightly rise, it is at this point, Sonnet, that as you're flying by, hanging up banners, and returning, you do see a blue floating figure talking to a random Hylian with a small, from your area you can't see very well, but as broken something floating between them.
Yeah. That's
Ikora
earning
has
a
her head in her
double
hand.
take from this Rito flying to the next pole in the air. Nearly bumps into it. There's just like a startled bird squawk as Sonnet quickly basically lands on top of the pole and like looks down there, hurriedly ties off the banners, the last bit of banner that she has left, and then just, what is this? Can I stealth closer?
Sure.
Cool, stealth time.
I'm gonna be using Ikora's passive percept because
That's a 14. What's your passive?
my passive.
It's
Where's
10
the
plus your
passive?
perception.
Yeah. Let's see. That my passive is 11.
Okay. You managed to
Nice.
stealth slightly closer. Ikora, what are you saying?
Ikora, for starters, is kind of just rubbing her hands down her face, and then it's just, can you turn quiet mode off? I
Quiet mode
still need
disengaged.
I still need to hear what you're saying. And then she gestures down at the floating broken master sword with an expression that's kind of just, what's all this then?
It is floating towards the direction, or not floating, it is pointing towards the direction of the pale ore.
So, like a sort of compass?
Correct.
Okay, alright. I can work with that. And she's looking down at the sword and thinking.
I'm just picturing Sonnet perched on the roof, literally right next to them, just staring down like, what? What?
Do you require further assistance?
What would this assistance be exactly?
Whatever you need. I am equipped to assist the hero in all manners that I may need. I have gathered biometric data of every single hero who has ever wielded me.
Creepy. Okay. Starters, please do not collect my data. That's
opt out.
Oh my gosh.
Cora is the type to opt out of every single website.
You're about to hate this. I am afraid that I cannot do that.
Well, Jade, I have a question to pose at you.
Yes?
Is Macaire currently in Sonnet's basket, or is Macaire elsewhere?
That's a good question. I'm going to roll a D2. And we're going to decide there and then.
Yep, that's fair.
So with a 2, that was Macaire is in your basket.
Okay. Cool. Just picturing Macaire peeking over Sonnet's shoulder.
Where's that Spider-Man meme?
Do you see this shit?
Do you see this shit, Macaire?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing anything, Sonnet, or Ikora?
Okay, it's just like, of course I can't. Of course you have to. Alright, can I think I have all the knowledge that I need right now. Can you, is there a way to make you a bit less noticeable?
One moment. And you know what? Fi actually like doesn't step away, but like you see the form change to be that of a somewhat normal Hylian figure. Problem is, parts of it are still missing, like this cutout sections.
Ghost.
Which you can see they kind of begin moving towards like one specific area, like mostly the shoulders and the arms, and you see a cloak kind of like appear over her, kind of covering those areas. Will this suffice?
Oh, okay. Thanks, dog.
A dog runs by on the street.
There is a dog in the alley.
Barking at Sai.
Yep.
Ikora kind of just tries to shoo the dog off, and then it's just sighs, looks Fi up and down. It's just that'll do. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can work with
a
this.
new question, Jade.
Yes.
Okay, so Sonnet normally lives pretty far away from Hyrule, but considering this is the Master Sword, that might be universal knowledge.
I
But
will have
Does
you.
Sonnet even recognize that picking thing?
I will have you roll a history check to see whether the depictions of the Master Sword as they exist have made it all the way out to your village.
Cool.
Because you're aware of what the Master
Let's-
Sword is. I will say that, but it's,
12.
the 12. God, I hate middle rolls.
Yeah. Well, it would make sense if the news hasn't quite reached there yet. Because A,
This is okay.
they're very far away. B, their borders have been closed.
The Master Sword
a
is
lot.
the Master Sword is currently broken, meaning just from the hilt itself, you could not tell it apart. That is the reason why.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
give that. That's the reason why I'll give
Okay.
it. Um,
Mhm.
but there's a slight problem here in which I did say that Macaire is here, and sadly, Macaire is the kind of person to do this. It's like, oh hey, it's the hero.
Is that loud enough for Ikora to hear?
Yes,
Yes,
it has to be.
it is.
Freaking Sonnet squawks so loudly, and I'm gonna say she nearly falls into the alleyway.
Ikora just jumps and looks up at Sonnet and Macaire with big ol' eyes, and is...
You can't see Sonnet's big old eyes, but you are being stared at for a moment.
They're just staring at each other until Ikora just grabs the fucking Master Sword, shoves it in her backpack, puts the backpack back on, grabs Fee by the hand, and just starts bolting.
Amazing.
Sonnet is going to fly after, trying to.
What's your running speed?
Ikora?
It's 30 feet because I'm not a bird.
Yeah, sadly, even with dashing, Sonnet beats you with flying speed of 50.
Yeah.
So it is not that difficult to just immediately land right in front of Ikora.
Yeah. Just lands in front of Ikora, does like the gesture of, hey, hold on. Like trying to calm down.
To be funny, can I roll a dex save to see if Ikora can stop in time?
Sure.
Alright, how do I make a saving
You are
throw?
running recklessly, basically through a small bit of a crowded market. So
Yeah.
How do I make a dex save on this?
click the button, literally click the name, like the word dexterity on your character sheet, and then it'll should say saving throw or check.
Okay, cool. Okay.
You more
She
than
managed-
you more than managed to stop yourself.
Yeah,
Mhm.
comes screeching to a halt,
Mhm.
and then starts pivoting to run in a different direction.
Hey, wait. Hey, it's okay. Sorry for startling you. Like, trying to calm down. Is she successful? Oh.
A good question. Is
I mean-
is she successful?
I'll say Ikora probably at least can't run because she is running with Fi.
Yep.
And that makes things significantly harder in terms of moving fast and making pivot turns.
Surprisingly, actually, it
Mhm.
isn't. Because as
Okay.
you drag Fi along, you see she's no longer on the ground. She's just floating, slightly above
Oh,
it, just slightly above it, enough to not be noticed by most folks who are not paying attention.
Yeah. So Ikora will stop and sort of just do the little shushing motion. It's just okay. Why don't you just forget what you saw? You know, that'd be nice. That would be great.
Why would we forget that? You're like,
Shh.
Just gentle hand on top of Macare's head. Pat.
This is still funny because this looks like a completely average.
Yeah.
yeah, your average Hylian number 2.
Yeah. Internally, that is what Ikora looks like.
I cannot look. I cannot look right now. I will die.
You will die because I'm dying.
Yeah. So just listen. There's a lot of things going on right now. And they're all very complicated, and I don't have the time to explain it to you. So why don't you just save this as a story to tell in like 20 years or so? It'll be a fun story then, just not now.
Look, I understand. I get it. But also, things around here have been a little bit weird recently, and I want to make sure you aren't gonna end up causing danger for people here. Is that What languages does Ikora know? Because freaking...
She does not know Rito, that's what you're asking.
Sonnet actually knows a lot of different languages. She knows, Celestial, Zora, Rito, and Gerudo.
Yeah, Ikora knows Common, Druidic, and Gerudo.
Okay, so, yeah, this
Conversation's happening in Gerudo.
this Rudo just fires off between the different languages until finally settling on Gerudo. Just like, in Gerudo, is that a ghost?
Ikora kind of just blinks because, oh, you know Gerudo, and in Gerudo returns, like I said, complicated. I give you my word that I am not hurting anyone here. I'm just here to get something to help my friends. And she gestures at Fi, and then I'm going to go.
Okay. Well, you kind of have to understand. And she like just drags her wings over her mask.
No.
Okay. I am very nervous about leaving you alone. So, solution for both of this. How about I help you?
a dog passes by a cat. Okay, Iggy, calm down.
Iggy, get over here! You hear anyone,
Yeah.
somebody call out?
Ikora just... There's a very big groan as she's just... Fine. You can supervise. As long as you don't tell anyone else. Okay?
She just makes a the beak is zipped shut motion.
Okay, perfect. In that case, she kind of just straightens out because she probably had to, like... Ikora is a manlet TM, as links tend to be. But I imagine since Sonnet
Gotta
is
be
baby,
real,
she
Sonnet's
does have to,
probably-
like, lean down.
Yeah, Sonnet is like, in my head, she's like 4 foot or 4'5". She's not very tall.
Yeah, so Ikora just
She's
straightens
little.
up a little. Ikora straightens up from, leaning down to, like, whisper conspiratorially to Sonnet, which is probably super mega suspicious, but it's fine.
Absolutely. I will say, by the way, before this whole encounter happened, you saw the sword was pointed towards the far edge of town where you had come from, slightly to the right, so somewhere off the beaten path.
Okay. Yeah, so Ikora just straightens up, sort of dusts her clothes off, and is just, hey, so that's all settled? Why don't we get going?
Just, Sonnet does like a little nod. And I guess moves to follow behind, but is also like giving Ikora space because Ikora looks like space is needed.
Okay. So, are you guys walking in that direction, basically?
Yeah, if more assistance is needed, Ikora will probably ask Vi to, like, point with her finger. Please do not put the sword.
Sure. So, as you do so, I will get back to you guys in a moment.
Okay.
As we see at the very edge of town, and give me one moment. Let me music a little bit. As we see at the very edge of town, we see a pair of guards, or we see one guard sitting by a small cabin slightly up the beaten path, built around what seems to be a very large structure. He seems to be sitting down on a stool by the door of this cabin, kind of just overlooking the village, seemingly very bored, up until a different guard coming in from the village carrying a pair of pastries walks up to him and hands him one. And just says, "So, what's our shift schedule for tonight?" And you see the other guard just say, "One of us stays here during the first half of the festival. The other one goes down to the second half. Who's taking first?" I took first last year. Take first this year. And as this discussion goes on, and they begin discussing their schedule, we see a sound, a crack coming in from this, a crack of a spell being casted from inside this cabin, as well as some blue light coming in from it. The guards immediately stand up, coming with a spear in their hand, saying, "We weren't expecting a delivery today, were we? No." And they open the door. Inside, we see a shrine, one of the ones from Breath of the Wild, a structure that was built by the ancient Chica, and at the foot of it stands Constelle. Would you like to describe your character, please?
Yes. Oh boy. So,
Yes! Yes!
Constelle is a Twily with, which have sort of cat-like features, dark fur. He's got white markings kind of on his face, on his stomach. He also has green twilight markings like down one arm. Got cat feet. The most noticeable thing is the braid of hair he has that trails all the way to the floor. And equally the little robot that's with him that looks kind of like a small guardian,
Egg.
but also an egg.
Egg.
I love Terraco so much. And the second pets of the town, of the PCs.
Yeah, the second pet.
Ah.
That's Bechamel. And he is coughing and looking around and kind of bewildered. He did not expect this.
No, you didn't. As last time, you had just barely met an encounter with a very high skilled magician who warned you that this is not a path you wish to take, and that any information you may have, you are better off taking off and leaving the country with.
Yep, and he decided, no, he didn't come back just to run. No.
So, immediately upon your surroundings, you can see the glowing, like the shine, which in of itself is glowing. You see a pedestal to your right, as well as the teleportation circle that was used to teleport you here, as well as a door that just seems barred and locked behind that material that that most of the Sheikah equipment is made out of, including your bechamel, which is made out of deconstructed parts.
Yep.
You also hear, immediately from behind you, a pair of voices that state, "Who are you? State your business." Holding spears at you.
Yep. He spins around, like, hi, hello. Okay, hi. You don't need to point that. Hands are kind of up, not quite like.
All three?
Just two. Just two for now.
Okay.
Just the two for now. It's just hair at the moment. And he says, "Hi, call me L. I'm here looking for somebody.
Go get Miss Allo." And you see one of the guards say to the other one, "You're staying here."
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's fine.
Okay.
This is how I expected this day to. This is exactly how I've expected this day to go after how it started. This is fine.
Yeah. Coming from the opposite location of the way that you guys are walking, is a guard who is running towards this town. And I'm specifically talking towards oh my god, Ikora and Sonnet. Thank you, Brain.
Uh-huh.
You guys just see a singular guard just bolt in the direction of the town. These two folks, this is one of the two folks Sonnet, who have guard a cabin at the edge of the town for whatever reason. You haven't yet figured out why, unless you actively want to ask them. Or if you inquired anybody, they just tell you like they don't. Most of them don't even know what the hell is inside the cabin.
That's fair. Yeah. Freaking. I feel like it's just a matter of they run by and like Sonnet is so focused on Ikora she doesn't notice it first until she does a double take like, wait, no, is something else happening? No!
Ikora starts walking faster.
Just the moment where this Rito is torn between strange, new stranger, weird, other happening that might need help. They don't know about the stranger. Ikora will stay with the stranger.
So,
maybe ask McCare quietly to check and see why they are running.
You got it, boss.
If Bakara is okay with it. Yeah.
And you see Bakir pop out of the little basket and begin running after the guard.
I'm just imagining little.
Yep. No, and
The
it's
Korok
there,
singing.
you can hear the dangling of bells as this Korok walks.
I
Uh,
love McCare with all my heart.
I love him.
So, you guys, you see that Fi is beginning to point towards that cabin specifically. Which,
Ooh.
Sonnet, you can see that something is going on as the door is slightly ajar, and you see the guard is standing right onto it, just looking towards the cabin, like into the inside of it,
Mhm.
holding a spear.
That's fun. Ikora,
Oh, they're going there anyway.
yeah, Ikora double checks if is he pointing at the cabin specifically.
What we're looking for is inside of that structure built around the shrine, yes.
Okay, all right.
What exactly are you looking for?
Or just
Are you wait, question, Sonnet, are you asking Fi?
Just I don't know if she's asking Fi directly. It's more directed at Ikora and Gerudo because
Okay, making sure
that's
because
still to her a weird ghost.
yeah, Fi does not respond to you. That's just what I wanted to say in case.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, or just like I said, I need to help out my friend. And she gestures at Pi. And apparently, what we need is right over there in that cabin. So, I am about to do. I can't say a pro gamer move because that's not a term that exists.
A pro alchemist move.
I'm about to do what we call a pro alchemist move. And,
By the goddess. Okay.
yeah. With a...
She's not associated with this. She's just supervising. Just getting to give a pat on Ikora's shoulder and cast guidance.
Understandable.
Good luck with that. I'm scared.
Thank you for that. Yeah, with a flick of the wrist and the jingle of bells, not unlike the sort of bells that Macaire makes when he moves. The standard average Hylian person in front of you instead turns into like a pretty darn good replica of the guard that you saw running past you before.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sure. I love this bit in the
Sonnet's-
Adventure Zone.
Sonnet's freaking swearing under her breath quickly turns into prayer. Just like, oh god.
So what are you doing? What are you doing, Ikora?
Ikora straightens out. Most Hylian guards tend to act pretty similarly in terms of body language and stuff.
I will say that this is not like a Hylian guard. These are like
Mm.
two very strong individuals who work the docks, who have been hired apparently to just guard this place. So these are
Alright.
like two basic folks that have some very basic understanding of how to use a fucking spear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
Oh,
yeah, so a pretty good approximation of that. But as Ikora sort of tinkers with the disguise a little bit, she takes on a bit of a limp and seems to favor one leg.
Okay.
And then sort of limps on back over to the cottage and calls out to the other guard like, "Hey,
What are you doing? I told you to get Ms. Allo.
sorry about that. And he gestures down at.
I need a performance check.
Okay.
You still have guidance. As much as Sonnet regrets giving it now.
Okay,
This is
it-
two things. This is gonna be 2 checks because you need a
Performance
performance,
and
and
then
then that's
deception.
going to determine how difficult this deception check that you're about to make is.
Okay. Please be nice to me. No.
So,
Not even
What is-
guidance can
what
save you
is-
from that. I'm sorry.
what is the lie you are about to tell?
She is about to say that as she is running back to get Miss Allo, he tripped and sprained his ankle, so he was asking for the other guard to instead dash back, and he'll take over guarding.
How far away are you, Sonnet?
Sonnet is like within view, but like far enough down the road, and she's just covering her head in her hands. Just, oh, I have been involved in crime. I have helped
So-
with this indirectly.
I need you to roll me a deception check, and by fucking god, you better roll a goddamn 19 or higher.
Man, I
still
can't.
have guidance because you didn't use it for that first roll.
You did not.
I mean, how much can guidance save that performance roll?
At a D4, if you would be surprised.
All right, I'll do it.
D4 could make it or break it.
Okay.
I don't even actually. I don't know what your deception is. It could be because I know what I set the DZ to. So
Yeah, my deception is E plus 6.
okay, roll.
Okay.
Roll.
Please be nice.
Hey.
24.
Fucking serious.
Nice.
And
Damn it.
if needed, I can also add a D4.
No, the 24 is fucking enough.
It wears off after a minute anyway, so.
Yeah. This is the dumbest thing. You see this guard just be like, "You, Sonnet! I've seen you with Miss Allo. Can you
yes.
get her?"
Sure!
We got a situation
Sure,
here.
I can! I'll do that! Okay!
Are you sure about that? She seems a bit, high strung.
She's been helping us for the past week. If she's bad, she would have come out by now and killed us all.
Well, I don't mean in terms of that. I mean,
Also, you
you
know
could
her.
barely
What the
stutter
hell?
out a yes.
You were the one who had a crush on her last week. What are you talking about?
Shh. We don't need to talk about that right now. What I'm saying
Whatever.
is, I would really like it if someone could perhaps offer her a bit of emotional support in this time.
Once
mean,
Sonnet
just-
gets back here, because I'm
Sprained
sure she's...
ankle, I could handle it!
Yeah.
Sonnet is shouting from the other side of the street.
That is exactly what the guy was about to say, actually. Like, once Sonnet gets back with Miss Allo, she can handle your ankle. But right now, we need Miss Allo here.
Sonnet is dying. She's gonna fly as fast as she fucking can to get Miss Allo.
So, as you do this, I want to switch out from this scene real quickly. And head to a slightly tinier scene.
Hey.
Tiny.
So, we zoom into the buildings that are scattered throughout the village. As a cart passes by it, we see a small wolf just kind of hop off and immediately make its way into. And Lizz, please describe your character and your doggy.
Well, I would say the first thing that you see is the dog that seems to resemble a wolf that you would see in the wilderness areas of this land, but seems to be sporting a more lighter, thicker coat. Probably lives somewhere colder. But if you were to inspect this wolf walking along, you would notice some fabric of some sorts weaved around its neck, and some of the fabric seems to hold parcels, compartments, small. But on a very, very particular look, you would see that there is a weird furred lump on its back. And poking out from the fur seems to be a mouseish white face. 2 pink triangles below the dots of eyes and a cord of grass weaved between some woolish type hair. This is a very, very small figure. Those who would know descriptions of stories would understand this to be a Minish, who seems to be very far away from home.
That you are. As you see the wolf slightly hop off the cart, a couple of the merchants and passerbys do happen to see the wolf itself, and immediately like, "Oh lords, when did that? Why is that thing here?" And just like immediately make their way around it, like slightly scared. Now you know how to find Minish settlements. It is kind of engraved into yourself as being a Minish, even if you lived within and can't. My brain is fucking dying.
I give you a pat.
Within an encampment at the very least. I need a drink. That's what I need.
Captain, open a cold one.
Oh my god, I needed that. Okay. Within an encampment in the northern regions. But you can immediately tell that at the very least, there would probably be something, Minish settlements, at the very least, underneath the buildings themselves. And so your wolf easily is guided to pop in under there. And what you see at first is not a Minish settlement set up on the sands, but instead, the wooden boards that are used to hold these buildings are very, very thick. Or at the very least, very thick by your standards. And you see almost like a hollowed out entrance that would make, like, when the high tide rises onto the board, would make a small like river that splits what's basically an enclosed space inside of the board underneath the buildings. Kind of like I guess the best way to describe it would be rafters. And you see from your wolf and all the way at the top, which the wolf gives you enough of a vantage point that you don't need to actually take the small little elevator that you see that has is plopped down and rises people upwards towards this Minish settlement. But instead, the wolf just kind of pops in, and you are just at the very top, so you can just kind of stand there, and it's like a river of fur has made its way into here, and the Minish around the area just kind of stop everything at seeing a massive wolf make its way towards their thing. You see the elevators like rising up really quickly, like what the hell's going on? What are you saying as you enter this Minish settlement?
The Minish, she kneels, unfastens the sort of furred cloak that she has around her that basically enshrouds her body. Underneath you see like a green sort of like tunic situation, almost night-like, as there's a sort of long piece that extends from the top down towards where her like trousers and boots are, and she just takes it off, unfastens it, and almost kneels slightly and whistles, basically telling the wolf to like, hey, back up, because this is a lot. This is a lot. And she'll to say, I am sorry about this. I came from afar to speak with someone.
The music stopped for whatever reason. Why have you stopped? It's very appropriate, but it shouldn't have. There we go. All right, so the wolf backs up. From the view that you got of the small little town, you see they have also decorated for a festival. I don't. Does your settlement have small festivals or stuff like that? I would think they would have like celebrations of something. Probably.
Yeah, celebrations.
Yeah. So some large celebration is going on, right? Is going to be happening, as you do see a couple of Minish who are guarded up in like armor, like actual armor. And compared to you, the Minish from here are similar to Ajitoro, your leader, who have much darker browns, blacks and grays, like fur, as well as you see a lot of the fur is matted, like they've been working in the water or around it, or just because of this air, the air around them being so close to the sea. But they have grown accustomed to this, and most of them aren't wearing that much clothes. Just kind of used to the heat, which in fact is a big change for you.
Yeah,
as you've been traveling downwards from the northern regions down south, it has gotten hotter and hotter and hotter, which is, I'm guessing, something you're not used to. You can still wear your cloak, but it is slightly a little bit uncomfortable. It's something that you could get used to. Oh my goodness. But as you back up, the Minish send like a small, not a battalion, but like a couple of guards onto the elevator downwards onto the sand, and they meet you where the wolf is. Are you getting off from your wolf, or?
Oh yeah, she got off the wolf, and when she dismounted from the wolf, then she told it to like back up a bit.
A snow Minish riding a wolf. You see actually, I'm going to say this is a mountain Minish, meaning they're about twice as tall as most of the other Minish here. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I come from the Tabitha region, and I am here to ask some guidance from one they called Agitoro, I believe.
Agitoro.
Agitoro.
You here to see that fool? All right. Somebody go get Agitoro. I'm pretty sure he's I saw him somewhere upstairs, downing a bottle.
Is there somewhere that you would want me to wait?
You're obviously allowed on the village itself, though your wolf is far too big and might cause a bit of a disturbance amongst the big folk. He's well trained, right? Not gonna do anything?
He is very calm.
Feel free to send him under the no, sending him under would cost. Well, it is actually a festival, so the high tide would not be affected as much. The moon is going to be at its lowest point, meaning that the sea is not going to rise as high as it usually does for tonight. He should be fine staying under one of the village's homes for the night, although take him towards and he points towards a cabin further into, like, closer to the sea, that you can't see, but they tell you doesn't have any Minish settlements underneath it, just above it, so he should be fine staying under there.
Okay.
Plus he'll go and he'll try to avoid, other humans. He'll go underneath the bridges and stuff.
Yeah, she will just like step and cover on and see if she can spot that other settlement from here, and will just like do an assortment of whistles, like a bunch of short ones, and then a quieter but more drawn out one. And when that one sounds off, the wolf sort of gets up and moves. It's basically saying like, move to a new location and wait. But you have permission to run back if something is attacking or like disturbing you.
You see, it gets up and just begins walking like nonchalantly.
Yeah.
After a little bit, you do see the two guards basically like not dragging as much as just like guiding a very drunk minish who has like a very long, like essentially a bathrobe. He is wearing like a set of like really baggy pants, and like you see that he has like a small bottle of something alcoholic in his hands. He's like, "What? I haven't even done anything wrong this year. Like, come on, why'd you kicking me out?" "We're not. Somebody's here to see you. Somebody's here to see me. Who the fuck?"
Just adjust her cloak to hold it across her back now.
"I don't know this person."
I know someone who knows you.
"Oh yeah? Who?"
Your brother.
And at that, he gets a little more serious. Like, "Ugh. My brother sent you?"
Yes.
Of course he takes a big swig. Ugh. Fucking follow me, whatever.
Will do.
To deal with this, and you see he begins guiding you upwards. You guys ride the elevators together, and eventually takes you through a set of tunnels that actually go through the bridges themselves, as those also have some hollowed out segments. Eventually leading to the home that your wolf was actually sent to, or at least above it. Your wolf is underneath it. He's guiding you to the very roof, so like the scaffolding above it that keeps the roof steady. Which is easy for you guys to maneuver because you guys are fucking Minish and you guys can do that. He sits down and you see he has like a very, very well decorated like room made for himself within this home. It seems like nobody else stays here apart from him. You see carpets have been strewn around the floor. You see beanbag chairs and stuff like that. There's a smell of something in the air, though you cannot identify it. And he just sits down and one's like, "So what do you want?"
I'm here to talk about a problem that's apparently arising, and your brother has said that you may know more about it than he does.
Of course he did. He always sends me to the ones to deal with the problems. That's what I always am. The one that was a problem, wasn't I? Did he say anything?
Looks down. Nothing of a personal degree, if you are asking about that, but he is concerned about more the monsters appearing in the area.
Am I always the one that has to deal with the monsters? I always get the bad visions. He only gets the good ones. That's how it works, doesn't it? He gets to leave the town and go and fill his quest or whatever, and I get to stay here and be told that everything I do is horrible, isn't it? And he just takes another swig of the bottle. Well, you can tell my brother to stick it. I'm not helping with anything.
Why?
Because why would I?
Don't you want to live?
Oh, please. Nothing's killed me so far.
Listen, I'm not asking you to go out there and slay the beasts yourself. I'm just asking for insights. Then I can go off and do whatever you want. I can leave you be and continue drinking.
Work. Fuck. I want you out of my fur as fast as possible. Sadly, I can't do my visions while I'm drunk, as you can see. and hell if I'm gonna be I'm gonna get sober. That's the word. Fuck if I'm gonna get sober while there's a festival going on. I'm going to pause it. So when I wake up tomorrow with a massive headache, you can come back here. This is the healer's house, Miss Allo, whatever, and I'll give you your little vision. Is that what you want?
If you agree to those terms, then I'd abide.
You see that he has finished this bottle and like he just reaches underneath the big bag chair and grabs another one. Do you want to try some, by the way? It's Goron boulders, very strong stuff.
Reaches out a hand and grabs it.
Oh, okay. You do actually take it. All right.
Will like just take a tiny sip just to taste.
It burns. Like it is spicy. You've used alcohol for like tending to wounds. That is almost as close to this as that is. Not a fan?
No. This is good. We'll do good back home, but wasn't expecting this. I was expecting something more tropical.
Fruity drinks aren't my thing. I have them from time to time at the bar, but that's, you know how it is. Actually, you probably don't know how it is if you live where my brother lives. It's so fucking boring. Either way, Miss Allo has to be present for all my missions. That's the deal we've made with her. She lets me stay here. She gets to hear about them. Whatever the fuck. They help the town sometimes. Fuck if I know. I'm just... You know, if my brother sent you, he has an ulterior motive, right? And he's taking another swig.
What would your guess of an ulterior motive be then?
Oh, he does this bullshit. He sends up... Look, me and my brother were born oracles. Is that what you want to call it? He gets the good visions, the ones that predict the good times. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes those. I get the bad ones. I get the droughts, the bad sea times, the people dying. That one. Nobody likes those, and nobody likes me. So, when my brother gets a vision that he needs to go out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere out to the snow, guess who has to stay behind to make sure the village thrives? That's me. I get to. If he sent you, it's because he thinks you're part of some bigger role or whatever. It's fucking sucks. It's bullshit is what I tell him. He probably hid it underneath some things. I'm sure he had a part ready for you because he knew you were gonna say it. He always does. Takes a straight bag.
Rubs at the side of her face.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry that you have to deal with such a burden. Genuinely.
Yeah, it's really great fucking gift. I love it. Takes another swig and just says like, whatever. I'm gonna go party in the village and then probably wake up here after they throw me out because I did something bad. How about you do whatever it is that you folks do up there, or maybe join the festivities? I don't know. It's a Faron Festival, dude. Party up a little bit.
Sure. Right. We'll stand up and just say, you don't have to see it as a gift. You can just see it as a tool, but doesn't mean it doesn't hurt to hold it. Or you can think of something better. You're the one with the oracles, not I. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, wherever. Uh, with that, where are you heading?
I don't fucking know. that's in her brain too. She definitely is curious about the settlement of like in the rafters, because like I don't know, has she been to many Minish settlements that have like sort of open wall situation? Is that the kind of vibe that's going on? Is it
So,
literally just planks?
It's kind of like you know how there's space in between walls, in like a home. They
Yeah.
live in those spaces between the walls of the homes.
Okay, okay.
But in this case, between the floors of the home.
Yes.
And so when the water rises, it makes like they have like an open segment with like little bridges, and when the water rises, those open segments filled with water, with seawater, which they can use to like I guess technically fish. But since the water won't be rising tonight, they can during the day they have a small little elevator that goes up and down, taking people up into the floorboards and then back down into the sand. Which...
Okay, yeah. She is definitely just like cruising and walking around and seeing if there is a. I forgot? Did he mention that there's a place I could stay, or was it just?
Oh, he did not mention that at all.
Yeah, great.
He's just like, yeah, fucking good luck, bud.
Yeah, so I guess I'm also looking for a place to stay.
Sure.
Uh,
You can roll a perception check as Sonnet. What are you doing to find Miss Ella?
First things first, immediately beelining for Miss Allos' place. See if she's there.
The last time you saw her, she was helping with the stand, which is towards the market. If you want to stop by there. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you saying anything? What are you doing?
I just the whole flight over, Sonnet is just like inwardly like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Does not have the answer by the time she gets there.
You do see Marlo, Miri, and Fema having started up like cooking some of the stuff that's going to be done for that's going to be like to get ready for tonight, like rice and stuff like that. And they see you come up hurriedly and hey, Sonnet, you alright?
Miss Allo. Guardhouse.
Miss Allo.
They need you
Miss Allo's
for a
not.
moment.
Miss Allo's not here. It's you're talking to Marlo. She's at her home.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry I can't help. Maybe later. And she is off again.
Okay. So
a flurry of stress and feathers.
Flying in that direction. Lizz or Ine, as you're heading down and taking down, like basically climbing down the scaffolding of the home that you, Agitoro has made for himself, you see a Rita, of all things, just hurriedly fly in, looking for a seemingly Miss Allo. What are you saying, Sonnet?
Basically kind of the same flurry of words as before. Just, Miss Allo, are you here? The guards at the guardhouse.
Yes, I'm here. Honey, what's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry?
I stressful situation. They want you for some reason, not sure. I didn't think to ask, but they looked worried, panicked, one of those.
Cabin at the edge of the town?
Yes.
I wasn't expecting a shipment today. All right. Well, let's go. And she, walking with like a hurriedness that you haven't seen in this old lady since the first time you saw her, like where she picked up her cane and basically just started like fast walking.
Speed.
Yeah, she begins making her way. Ine, are you doing anything?
No.
Alright, no, I'm just making sure.
She's just if it would be beneficial to stealth, she would stealth.
You can stealth.
Yeah. Also, I need to double check because if she is stealthing, she's gonna have to get this ability. Because she has something to do with stealth.
If I remember correctly, it gives you advantage against bigger folk.
Yes. Okay. So does that mean I have to press shift to stealth?
Yes. So just click
Okay.
shift when you click stealth.
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm guessing that
Nice.
bypasses the perception check.
Definitely bypasses Sonnet's passive perception, yeah.
Yeah. So you do manage to hear something about a shipment, and the name Miss Allo does catch your attention, as you did say Agitoro has to have Miss Allo present for any visions.
Okay. Yeah. Noted.
But they do mention they're heading towards the cabin at the edge of town. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to, obviously, but I am just letting you know you have that information.
Mhm.
All right. Sonnet. It takes a couple of minutes because Miss Allo is not as fast as you flying. But
Yeah.
about 7 or so minutes later, you guys both reach the edge of town, having walked there. What does the situation look like, Ikora? What have you been trying to do? And you too, Constelle.
Well, I can just say, Constell's kind of just vibing here. He eventually, like, Bechamel, is just, like, has, like, planted all 3 feet, gotten comfortable, and Constelle just kind of sat on the top. He's just waiting.
You just sat on top of
egg
Bechamel.
stool.
Yeah, he's just sitting on Bechamel, waiting.
Amazing. But yeah, like I said, Ikora has an idea for how to deal with the guard. Ikora has an idea.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is probably going to be a reoccurring thing, I'm realizing.
Oh no.
But yeah, so, Ikora has silent image, and Ikora has prestidigitation.
Huh?
Which I think prestidigitation can make noise, right?
Yes.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So Ikora sort of takes guard along with along with the other guard, is leaning on the wall to sort of, keep up the idea of having a sprained ankle.
With a horrible performance check, but yes.
Yeah. It's fine. The deception was good, so the other guard probably just thinks that he's feigning it to get Sonnet's attention later or something.
Also, I will add, because I am a dumbass, Lewis. You were also there when you were there at the cart when Sonnet arrived, and you heard they were looking for Miss Allo, and I don't know if you guys wanted to exchange some information.
I think Sonnet would have been too wigged out to express any information.
Okay,
Sure.
so because of that, Lewis probably would have looked at Marlowe and the kids and gone, I'll be back, and then followed Sonnet.
Okay. At some point, you do see Miss Allo and Sonnet walking really hurriedly towards the cabin, so you can join them if you want to.
I would like to join them. It's probably terrifying to listen to me approach.
Yeah, Sonnet's used to it at this point.
Lewis is approaching you at high speed.
Exactly. I moved very quickly.
Okay. I'm just making sure that we got our bases down. So, Ikora, what's your idea?
Yeah, Ikora's gonna use prestidigitation to make a noise like the cracking of a branch, and follow that with a silent image that sort of takes the shape of I imagine she's probably seen wanted posters and such.
Yes.
So takes the form of one such
God.
criminal.
Oh my gosh.
As the shape sort of like darts into the underbrush, and
Lord
just to
almighty.
sell the idea further, he sort of looks up in surprise, like, "What was that?" And as upon quote unquote seeing the figure, points over at it to get the other guard's attention, like, "Look, did you see that?"
Okay, he does take a glance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
And I'm gonna
you would
roll.
definitely-
1 second. I'm gonna roll a small history check to see if this guy even recognizes this guy, because you may have seen him, but he hasn't. He hasn't been traveling. I'll give him a +1 because he's a guard and he's well knowledgeable sometimes. So I'll give him a +2. That's a 14. I will say that he does recognize it because I'm guessing you chose the most prevalent figure. And with the
Yeah.
stress, he does somewhat recognize the figure. It's just like, we don't have time for this. And it's
Oh my gosh.
I hate this. Jeremy, we have been together for 30 years, and everything's going to shit right now.
Well, they do have that saying, but regardless, you can't just let them get away.
No, we can't. That's a lot of money that we could use to actually buy the ship we wanted.
Exactly. Listen, I can't go after them, not on this ankle, but you can do it. Just sort of claps his hand on the other guard's shoulder and like does that little fist motion. Just like
Here's the thing. So I have now made these two characters in love with each other
We love
in
to
my
see
head.
it.
Um,
Love wins.
Yeah, and
Oh
there's
my
an
God.
action
Oh my
that would
God,
occur.
yes.
do it.
So he goes in for a kiss.
Yes.
Ikora will take it.
Let's go. Commit.
It's not a very long kiss. It's just like a peck.
Listen, she will commit to the bit.
Fuck, we need that money. You stay here, and she points towards Constelle.
I will.
No,
give
Constelle
you
just
my-
like, but raises like waves with the braid, like yeah.
Also, I want to say, by the way, the guard at one point joins Miss Allo, Sonnet, and
Yeah.
and Lewis, the one that's actually married to this man. So
Good to see you join us. There's a problem at the
yes, Miss Allo, there's a problem at the cabin. Someone arrived. It's a person. Usually we just get boxes. This is not.
Sonnet is panicking that Ikora has been caught and is flying off.
No. Now that
Sonnet!
no. Ikora hasn't been caught yet. They're talking about Constelle.
No. Yes, I know. She doesn't know Constelle's there. She's just
Okay.
assuming that Ikora is the one who showed up.
Oh
You're right, because you don't know.
no. Okay.
So
Probably-
if you technically take flight, I'm going to say that you arrive first. You do get to see the kids, and then the other guard fucking run into the brush.
Ikora kind of just sighs and relaxes, and then immediately
Hey,
goes.
quick question.
Yeah,
Where's Fi in all of this?
I imagine Fi's probably been like
Just
maybe-
sitting there on the side?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say that Fi returned.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Ikora
We're good.
just drops the act with a Pipes in her mouth a bit as she goes in to the cottage. And sort of blinks at Constelle and gives a little wave, and then immediately goes to try and look for Paylor.
You get a wave back.
Sonnet is just standing in the doorway, relieved that that Ikora has been caught, bewildered of Constelle. What is happening? You know what? She's just gonna go inside and she's just gonna sit down with her head in her hands, in her wing hands.
Can I say that I started dashing after Sonnet took the fuck off?
I will say that all of you guys arrive at this moment. They see that the cabin is unguarded. There is Sonnet and another person who you guys do not know is just fucking digging through the dirt and like the fucking shrine that's in here. And Constelle is just sitting at the teleportation circle on an egg.
Yeah, I will say when Sonnet shows up, Ikora probably just goes like, "Oh hey, buddy," and goes back to the previous generic Hylian number 2.
Don't associate me with you right now.
I will say that
Sonnet!
Oh.
Lewis, you step forward, and Constelle, you see just a massive automaton.
Oh.
I have to struggle through the door, guys. I have 3
Correct.
legs, and they're all opposed, and I'm
Correct.
6'1".
Oh, you have never seen such silly eyes on a man before. There had been a Twily sitting on an egg. There is no longer a Twily on an egg. He is immediately in Lewis's space, like, this is incredible. Oh my word. What on earth are you? You are magnificent.
You see finally
Gosh.
through the door step an old lady, an old cheeky lady, as well as a normal Hylian, who name Ikora you now know to be Jeremy, if I remember correctly, as I think I said it out loud. Who just comes through and says, "Where's my husband?
Where's my husband?"
What the fuck is going on here?"
I think he ran off that way.
All right, everybody, calm down. And she says to her, is like, "What's going on here?" And that's Miss Allos speaking.
Sonnet
Hi.
is pacing back and forth in
Hi.
her own
Hello.
little corner of the room.
Constelle gives like a very polite wave, just, "Hi, hello. I was sent here to find somebody. I wasn't given a name. I was just told an old lady healer. To go
That's
find
all.
an old lady healer."
That's would be me.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent.
You are- We're going to my house and we're going to talk. Sonnet, what's going
Sounds
on
great.
here? You seem to be more knowledgeable in the situation.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, calm down. Pointing towards standard Hylian number 2. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, hi, I'm Joseph.
Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that I dropped something in here earlier when I was passing through, so I'm just trying to find it, and then I will be on my way.
No one's allowed inside of this cabin, as 2 people are always sitting in front of it. If you drop something, it wasn't in here, and you're definitely not who you say you are. And I'm going to really quickly roll that's a 15. Do you want to roll a deception check against Miss Allo?
Okay.
Sonnet is just saying a string
That's
of
a
very
17.
quiet swear
So-
words in Rito.
You're
You
coming.
can probably tell that dropping something in here is absolutely a lie. But,
Yes.
you know, probably does look just like generic standard thief guy.
You and I are talking in my house alongside her. Go get your husband and tell me what the fuck is going on. She points towards Jeremy and says like, "You got it, ma'am." And she goes, Jeremy goes up and finds his husband, who's just like, "What? I saw the bandit, the masked mammalian. I don't have anything."
Maximilian, the bandit of the roads.
Yeah, Maximilian, the road bandit. I saw him. Caught him. Yes, I'm sure you did, sweetie, but what the fuck were you doing off post? You know you're not supposed to leave it. I was about to get Miss Allo. Also, what happened to your ankle? What about my ankle? It was... You just sprained it. No, I didn't. I went to get Miss Allo. That's why we're here. Sonnet got there first.
We're about to put this relationship to the test.
Constelle is debating if he should clear the air.
Constelle, you can save this marriage.
He can save this marriage.
I do know that as truthful as this what's his name seems, Lewis is not going to let this guy pass out of this place because Miss Allo said they were all going to go to her place to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, amazing.
So what I'm hearing is Constelle tries to get past, just like, excuse me, you are a marvel. Do you mind stepping aside and...
Stepping aside, as long as you don't attempt to leave.
Well, I mean, she's the one I'm looking for. He throws a finger to...
Oh! There's a lot going on. He just slowly moves just enough to let you through.
Gets... Oh man, Lewis is getting the biggest look because Constelle is now going malfunctioning. I wonder if I can fix that. Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware.
Yeah,
but
no, it's fine. Don't worry. So.
Oh my god. Oh no.
We are going to go to my house. We are going to have some tea. We are going to discuss what the fuck happened here. And I want no lies. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
yes, ma'am. I already tried lying once. It didn't end well. You don't have to worry about that.
I can't lie.
I fucking love Lewis so goddamn much. I'm trying to find a piece of information as we are going to now take a small break because it has been about 2 hours now.
Okay.
Okay. Say that whenever
Oh my
the
gosh.
focus isn't on Joseph, he does go back to sort of rooting through stuff, but whenever you look over at him, he just stops and put his arms behind his back.
Incredible.
You do feel your bag shaking as you're getting in here. As you're in here, by the way.
Oh boy.
But we'll handle that later.
That's a later problem. Right now, we need to
Problem
talk.
for
You
later.
did tell them to do it not in public, so they're not coming out yet. But
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember what the fucking Twilight flowers were called that we made the tea out of. I'm trying to find it in
Oh
our notes.
god.
Twilight tuberose.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sonnet has just handed me one thing before our break. Going over to Lewis, forehead bonking against Lewis's side. And just quietly going, I think I've indirectly been involved in crime.
Lewis will respond in Gerudo because he knows you know that, and say, well, Miss Allo's not going to be mad at you if you come clean about it.
The embodiment of stress.
Oh,
This is
I'm
a poor
so
little meow meow,
sorry.
except it's a bird.
Okay. Everybody take 10 or 15, however much you need. And we will return back at 2:15.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Salutes.
Oh, that's been fun. So I hope it's been fun so far.
It's been very fun. I hope that you don't mind Ikora being a ghost.
No, absolutely. It's extremely good.
Like, yeah, she does do a lot more trickery than the average Link, but like, it's still very much in that stupid, not very thought through way.
Oh. I like having Zelda fun facts beat into my brain, but fun fact: Gorons don't like gemstones. I'm sorry if I said otherwise. I do know that they eat specifically rocks, and they do have their own cuisine that I am aware
Yeah, I
that they
don't
eat.
think-
Gemstones
I
is
don't
not a
think-
part of it.
Yeah, I don't think you said gemstones. I think it was simply Lewis sharing a fun fact.
Okay, I'm making sure.
hmm
Anyways, I'm reading now through the peanut gallery because it's fun.
Hell yeah.
I guess
have
we
my
can
juice.
consider. I guess we can consider Phi a pet.
Yeah, no, that Fi is the second pet.
Oh,
Like the amount of shepherding that we have to do with poor Fi is just like, I love her. It's gonna take a bit until she's not doing bits where she's absolutely disrupting whatever Ikora wants to do. So, and also the fact that you, for a split second, we forgot about her. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
choosing the pet status for now.
If Makir counts as a pet, then Phi does
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
I think that would make Lewis be.
I'll take your cards extended warranty. Oh.
You're lucky that I'm keeping all these comments in the gallery and
Yeah.
not in
No,
like
please,
voice
dude.
chat.
Yeah, because I would die. I need Phi's collecting your data. I'm sorry.
She's collecting your data, and it is keeping it for purposes.
Reasons. Don't worry about it.
Ask her a paradox. Haha. Haha.
Oh boy.
Ha ha ha.
Breath of the Wild explosion sound effect.
Please don't do that around Lewis.
Oh boy.
That is my small ask. Above
Fi,
board,
Lewis,
if
and
you-
This is so
Breath
sad. I played Despacito.
Someone says a paradox, Lewis. Danger.
Oh
Guardian
no.
mode engaged.
Oh
Liz the fucking scared the Ikora doodle.
no. Yeah.
I posted that as soon as you said the core. I remember the core was just a random generic NPC. I was like, "Fuck, wait."
No, that was the emotion inside. That could
Yeah.
be a sticker right there.
She's just having a normal one. This is not the first marriage accord.
It's not. There will be many more. God, this is gonna become like the vein fucking in Fantasy High, where one of the characters just keeps kissing people in the sky itself. That's ruined.
That sounds like a fig thing.
Yes, it is.
Good, good.
It keeps just ruining relationships because of it. It's really fucking funny. Sonnet joins your party. Sonnet follows at a distance to not look as she's associated.
Yeah.
Sonnet joins your party. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sonnet follows at a distance to not look like she's associated. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Isn't that like an actual line from a
Deltarune.
Deltarune.
yeah, that one.
Chapter 1, yeah.
Flintstone's bongo sound effects.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I need to get that stinger.
I just noticed was this message. That was the dog that was bullying the Ikora fight.
I like the idea that the dog that was annoying Ikora and fight was just the wolf.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Chill a little. Listen to the steam. Maybe you'll calm down. Also, I hope you like Agitoro.
Yes, I very much. And like, bro, I'm so sorry. Also, desperately try not to say the words, Bruno.
We don't talk about Aki. No, no. They just kiss with Constelle there.
Yeah, it's very funny. This concept is watching.
Constelle is just sitting here, man.
Wait, who are these two? Are these the dock workers?
Oh no, these this is Fee and Ikora's highly in disguises.
It's
You're right.
very good.
Not a single brain cell in this
Oh,
party.
we didn't die yet, but we're close to mods. There's a lot of very stupid plans that are being enacted.
Mostly Ikora's stupid plans.
Yes.
Links are not good at thinking things through.
They
Also,
are
hi,
not.
Mod. We have a 5-minute. We're going on a break. We're coming back in 5 minutes.
Also, if you can hear my fan, I can turn it off. I just needed air circulation.
I can't hear it, so it should be fine.
I cannot
Okay,
hear.
Yeah, I also do not hear
Okay, good.
it. Everything happened so much, and I did genuinely have a problem because everything was happening. I was like, what do I react to in this moment?
It was a little bit of chaos, which I think is appropriate.
Yeah, sometimes things just blow up, but that's how it tends to be when you first get a party together.
I'm very, very happy about how this, like, because my brain was like, how the fuck am I gonna bring y'all together? What the fuck am I doing?
Listen, it didn't take you an entire 4-hour session. You are okay.
Well, I'm still missing one.
Yeah.
True.
But that's okay.
Catch the rat.
Gotta catch the rat.
Mhm.
No, but yeah, no. Agitoro was definitely my favorite character to play.
I can't believe session 1 and we already ruined a marriage.
New
There's-
record.
They've been together
We
for
have-
30 years. They're fine.
We
And
we
it will
have
just
a
be destroyed
little-
in 30 seconds.
Speed run.
Oh. Oh man. I should get some water. I will be back.
Water.
Okay.
Water.
Water.
I am having so much fun. I cannot wait, gosh. Because I did not get a chance to respond to you, Hex.
I know.
Oh boy.
Everything happened so much, and then Lewis had a fucking Twily just like all but crawling over him.
You mean Luz had a unidentified species just like get up in his face?
Unauthorized fucking thing.
and I was about to respond, but then things were happening, so I couldn't because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because Brain was going a mile a minute going, ooh, this, who, what is this, what person?
Which, I mean, it fits the situation, but also,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there is the whole walk back to the thing. So
Yep.
Constelle and
Oh, yeah.
Lewis are gonna get some time together.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back. I'm gonna
Welcome back.
I'm gonna light one of my candles in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
I
a
have-
good idea.
I bought I bought a candle that's called Storm and Books, and I have been very much enjoying it.
Ooh.
I didn't drain the bathtub from the storm last night. I'll have to do that.
Whoops.
That's fine. We had extremely severe weather going through, and if we lose power, we lose water, so we fill the bathtub just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Would do.
Candle has been lit. Water has been acquired. So we're back.
Hey,
I'm here.
Is everyone
here.
here?
Albert?
Obby?
Obby's not back yet. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe Obby's dead.
Damn.
Killed.
I miss her every day.
So, how's everybody enjoying it so far?
I am very excited because roleplay.
It's gonna be very fun.
I cannot lie. And I pointed you, Jade. If it had come down to it that Lewis would be pressed to quote unquote lie about the saving the children, it would have been very obvious that that's exactly not what happened.
Oh boy.
So far, they haven't questioned you on it because they have no reason to. They were more worried about the robot that attacked the children that day, and so after that happened, the kids never made a mention of it. And if you haven't made mention of it,
If nobody has
Stop
asked me
it.
about it, I have not said anything.
you are lucky then.
Very fair.
Also, we love a little bit of a whore. Gotta have one.
Ah,
Every party has one.
Uh huh.
And unfortunately, this is something that Link does, for some reason, somehow tend to get involved with.
I've returned.
You're back.
Yay!
Welcome.
I did a shower speedrun any percent.
Whoa.
hell
yeah.
Okay. Damn. I
I'm
haven't
cheating.
even gotten to shower yet. I woke up and fucking did this.
I was in my PJs. I started feeling gross, so I was like, it's time to
Fair.
change.
I'm still in my
Nice.
PJs.
That's
Hi.
valid.
Okay.
Okay. Back
Alright.
into it.
And we are returning. So, when we return, everybody has been guided towards the location of Miss Allos' house, the house that's slightly closer to the ocean, or the closest to the ocean itself. I would like to ask where you have gone, Ine.
I was with the estimated duration of that going down. I think she might have like fully gotten out of Mrs. Allos' like house and trying to make it back to the other main settlement.
No, that's fair. So
yeah.
As you do arrive, you do see, for the most part, the celebration hasn't started yet. A lot of people are still setting up their carts. It is, I would say now about 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So people are starting to have lunches. Some carts have already opened up, just allowing for food. And you see a large mixture of like the Minish specifically, just a large mixture of cooking. They have like massive like fruits and vegetables that they have gathered that they're just cutting off slices of and giving out in trade and such like that. The Minish are not a very monetary location, so honestly, you can usually find like some food that is just being given out for most people. If you want to purchase anything in particular, that would require money and the little pocketbook that they've given you, because money is not something that's very feasible to carry around with you. The Minish have a different manner of trading.
Yeah, I think Ine would just take the food that is being offered for free, and her main port of call is just finding a abode that she can stay at for the night.
Okay, so just roll me a quick investigation check. It's not that difficult.
Time to use your brain. Investigation.
You could also just ask.
Well, she was 16.
At 16. With a 16, you just walk around, growing curious. There's a lot of sights and sounds and smells that you have never really smelled before. Do tell me how Ine is feeling right now.
Overwhelmed. She first thought it was the heat, but no, she is kind of overwhelmed. This is definitely a lot of comparisons of what her place is like, what the nearby Minch town in Sundra town is like, but this is a lot. She is very quiet and just listening, taking it in.
You do see a wide variety of Minish here. You see like seaside Minish, Minish that just have grown to live by the sea. There is the occasional snow Minish, although most of them do not travel this far out. There is as well mountain Minish. Like this is a festival that's held about once a year, so the variety of people that have come in just for this has definitely widened. But with the 16, after walking around a bit, doing a little bit of the best way of saying like window shopping, but it's really just looking at things, you do find a small I can't keep saying settlement. I'm banning the word for myself. You do find a small building built out of basically like a pole that's sticking out of the or around the pole that's sticking out of the middle of the this entire area, called the oh boy, I'm usually very good at coming up with... I'm very good at naming places.
You want to use fantasy name generator so bad.
Give me 1 second. Drinking. I'm definitely not pulling out fantasy name generator. It is a building called the Excellent Bells. A small inn with a pair of like basically bells that are being used as decoration as and as also as like a time signature. You have seen them like be used to like at the on the hour by the hour. They are rung just to like tell like, hey, it's getting closer to the evening, so on and so forth. And this is where they're coming from. As you enter, you do see a just a wide variety of Minish who have just sat down and are eating and drinking and sharing stories and stuff like that, as well as just a small tavern keeper. And like this is a tavern / inn basically. Rooms available sign is posted at the front.
Cool. Yeah, she will go up to the sort of where the innkeeper is stationed at, and will go. Excuse me. Is it possible to purchase a room for the night?
Yes, we do have some rooms available. Not a lot of snow Minish that come down here. Were you the one causing a ruckus earlier?
Yes, I apologize about that.
No worries. And you see she no, fuck it, I'm sticking with it. She takes out a small pocketbook and just waits for you to take out yours.
Slides it across the table.
You each write down a bit of information. You can subtract just like a silver piece. How many nights are you planning to stay?
2.
2. Silver will do then. A silver rupee is written down, and then that is transferred back to you. Your room is upstairs. Feel free to feel free to come down. We do have some breakfast in the morning, and if you need anything, let me know.
Thank you. I was wondering if there was any information about strange happenings in the area.
I mean, you came to a tavern, you're at the right place. What are you looking to look at?
Beasts. Monsters of any kind spotted around here.
There was a problem a couple of weeks back, about a week back. A automaton rose out of the sea, covered in a goop substance, according to what they say. It attacked 2 children and was thwarted by a Rito and another construct that has recently taken into the town.
It's like strange substance.
He grabs a bottle from the back and swirls it around, and you see it's a very thick substance, about this thickness. Something black and purple. Apparently had taken over the construct and was maneuvering it somehow. I mean, that's about the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. I'm not particularly one for tales, but it sounds like. And you see he comes down and whispers down and puts the bottle back and just says like, sounds to me like malice.
Am I familiar with the term malice?
Good question. Roll a history check.
Cool. No.
No, you're not.
No.
Absolutely not. You have no idea.
Just cocks her head at that, like, not familiar with that.
I mean, even the people in the north should have heard about the calamity. And that you are more familiar with, I will say. Because that affected everyone. That's like history that's been told. no one was unaffected by the not affected by the whatever. Everyone was
Yeah.
affected by the calamity.
Mhm.
And so it's what it was made out of. A strange substance that, well, we don't really know what it is. And I wouldn't mention it around here to some folks. A lot of the Minish have family they've lost to Malice a long time ago. So
I see. So I'll do so. And thank you for at least letting me know about that.
I'm curious now. You coming in from the north down to one of the southern provinces, and you just asking about monsters and the like? What are you here for? Looking for work?
Not exactly. Looking for something to help my people.
Well, good luck on your quest.
Thank you. I'll probably be back in the evening. And just turn around and leave the tavern.
All right. With that, we will go back towards the home of Miss Allo, in which we see some tea has been made. Arrangements have been set for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different individuals to sit in this very, very small home. Extra pillows have been pulled out from the back. All right.
So, I'm gonna say that as soon as everyone sits down, Lewis is going to maneuver to sit right next to quote-unquote Joseph.
Oh my god.
And-
Joseph is just sitting here, ramrod straight.
And the way Lewis sits is simply pulling his legs in, which causes his main body to lower to the ground.
Amazing.
Like one of the
Chum.
sentries.
Yep.
Yep.
Something
Cool.
that, depending on who sits down first, quote unquote Joseph might look over at Constelle, because I imagine Son's probably sitting on the other side of Lewis right now.
Oh, Constelle would have absolutely tried to sit next to Lewis.
Mhm.
Yeah, because if
Mhm.
Constelle didn't get to sit down next to Lewis, Joseph would look over at Constelle with a smile and go, I noticed you were very interested in this individual before. Would you like my spot?
Would you like this spot? Oh my god.
Pain,
Trade
suffering.
places with me.
Lewis has 2 sides. I'm sure they can sit on either. They can sit on the other side.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a kitchen in Miss Allo's house?
Yes. A small kitchen.
Because
There's a little
Sonnet-
tiny stove, but there's a small kitchen.
Because I've Sonnet is super stressed, and one of the ways Sonnet likes to de-stress is to just cook food.
Ah, so okay.
So they're having lunch. They're having lunch now.
So yeah, then Constelle is on the other side. I'm sorry, Ikora, you are still trapped.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm going to get the story from each of you, and I want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts, and no lying. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And just to make sure, I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws.
Eh.
I automatically fail. I choose to fail.
Liz, come here.
I also choose to fail.
That is
22. That beats it.
That ends up being a grand total of an 11.
Okay, you don't beat it. But one second.
Constelle is just like, that really isn't necessary.
One second. What the fuck is the spell called? Oh my god, why could I find it?
Zone of truth.
Zone of truth.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
there
we got
go.
you.
Do I know that you
You do.
let's
You
see.
know if someone succeeds or fails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so excuse me, young. I'm sorry, I do not know your pronouns. Asking you, Ikora, which is Yosef.
Oh, okay.
She wants to be
Uh,
respectful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to avoid making a beam at this. Quote unquote Joseph just smiles and is I don't have any strong preference, but if you would like, you can use he him. Since
Just to make sure.
going
Just to make sure, I do know that you failed. That you succeeded the saving throw, right?
Mhm.
with Zone of Truth.
I just want to make sure.
The Zone of Truth, I think, yeah, the caster
me-
knows if they pass or fail.
Also, it's charisma.
let me look
My
up.
bad.
Oh.
Oh, it's charisma.
It is charisma.
Well, if
Well.
charisma, that would have been even better because
That
that's
would
a
have been
+6.
Either way,
Uh,
that's my bad for not remembering what Zone of
You're
Truth
good.
is.
But yeah, you would know that I succeeded on the saving throw.
I would really prefer if you
Mhm.
didn't, lie. By the way, Miss Joseph.
I can assure you that that's no lie. And just because I don't want to subject myself to enchantment magic doesn't mean that everything out of my mouth right now is a lie.
Damn, pulling out the actual fucking School of Magic is Zone of Truth. I see how it is. Anyways, fine.
That was actually off the top of my head. I forgot, but it was probably that.
No, you're good. All right. Jeremy and William, you two have been my most trusted guards that I've set specifically for this cabin. What exactly happened? And they do recall that, specifically, Jeremy recalls a crack, meeting Constelle. Immediately, William telling him, go get Miss Allo, which immediately confuses William because William says, you came back, you sprained your ankle.
Sonnet is pointedly making rice balls in the other room.
You can still hear this.
Debating.
Yeah, I know.
Constelle is debating. He can't lie, but he doesn't have to answer.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
big thing.
So
But-
You just can't tell a deliberate lie.
you came back, and then there was a bandit that showed up, and well, that could have been really good money. So made the choice to just have me follow and you stay here. So secondly, I sent Miss Sonnet to go get Miss Allo. So she happened to be standing by, and when she came back, she was going to treat your wound, which seems to have miraculously healed. Yeah, miraculously healed, it seems. All right. Miss Sonnet,
Yes? Hi.
you mind telling me your side of the story?
You cannot tell a deliberate lie. You personally failed.
I know.
Mhm.
I know. Like, she's literally been thrown in the middle of this, and she doesn't want to lie, so that's why she failed it. But now everything's done.
Oh, someone else chose to fail. Makar.
I did.
No,
Oh,
Makar.
McCare.
Makar.
Macaria.
Makar is just bobbing back and forth in between all of this, like just waiting for his turn.
Well, just give me a moment. I need to gather my words. And she gently sets down the cooking stuff and takes some deep breaths. Just. Okay. I was flying around and helping set up some of the decorations around town when I ran into, and she looks at quote unquote Joseph. Joseph.
That's technically the only name
Joseph.
you've been given, because you never gave it
Yeah.
Ikora's real name. So
Yeah, I was never given a name, so I bumped into Joseph, and he was looking for something, and I offered to help, which led us to going towards the guard's cabin, and I was eventually asked to go and get Miss Allo.
now that part tracks, but there is still the missing point of Jeremy here went to get me as well. Did you happen to see Jeremy come back? Yeah, you did. William actually speaks up. You saw him come back. You were there.
I'm just gonna come clean because I'm so stressed. Gestures at at Joseph.
It is at this point that my care.
Magic bullshit.
It is at this point that my care speaks up and says, like, "Hey, we can't be mean to Joseph. Joseph, that's," and you know exactly the words that's coming out of this kid's mouth.
And Ikora just dive to try and cover up.
I will.
Can I
will
try to stop Ikora?
I will let both of these things happen.
Okay, so I guess I make a grapple check, and Luz also makes a grapple check.
Yes.
Do I need to make a dex save for Sonnet to not get crushed?
You're standing. I would say you're standing behind them by the kitchen, so you're good.
Yeah.
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 I imagine if Luz succeeds, it's probably just like plucking a feral cat from the air.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 10.
That's a 7.
Like, fucking wow.
Plucked.
Horrible performance, everybody.
Okay. Can I? So
go ahead.
as Joseph dives forward, I just go now, and my long arms just curl up around him and keep him in, like, put him back in place.
Yeah, and at this
This
point,
is your spot. You will not be leaving.
My character just says out loud, "That's the hero."
That's what you would think.
No, that's what I know.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You
Hey.
have the thing.
Hey, do not put words in Macare's mouth.
I am simply
If Macare says he knows, then he knows.
Well, I'm stating what I know. Sometimes things can conflict.
Mikhair, what does this person have?
I saw the sword, the important one. Sonnet saw it too.
Wait, is that what that was?
Yeah, couldn't you tell?
No, it's a
Not
really good
really.
replica. I was planning to was planning on making my way back to Castletown and giving it up for a reward.
You're a horrible liar, you know that, right? Actually, you seem to be a pretty good liar. Constelle, I would
Sonnet
like to
is
hear...
just going back to making rice balls.
Yeah. Constelle, I would like to hear your side of the story. I am curious about what it is you need from me.
Hex,
Hex, you
you're
there?
muted.
I'm muted! Hey!
Have you been contributing this entire time? I'm so sorry.
I'm
I'm
Oh,
so
no, I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
What were you saying?
literally, it was just, you have the sword, can I see it? But,
Oh no.
anyway,
Still ask that. Joseph just looks over and it's just no.
oh. But, Constelle says, well, ma'am, the reason I am here might be a discussion that needs to happen between just us. And he kind of like motions between just himself and Miss Allo.
Wait, that was an option?
No, it wasn't for you.
Snaps his fingers.
But to answer my version of things, I appeared here in that circle, and then the guards pointed spears at me. And I've been waiting for you because I was told to come find you.
Right.
I wasn't given a name, but
No, you shouldn't have it, and you shouldn't give me the name of whoever you met.
that's what I figured.
The more you know, the more you put yourself in danger, and the more that we put others in danger, so...
That is what I was also told, yes. Yep.
Okay, fantastic. This is great. Lovely. I really don't want to deal with this today. There's a festival going on, which I was hoping to spend with my son and my grandkids. So, here's what's gonna happen. And it points towards you, Ikora, Joseph. One moment. She's going to cast... I actually should have pulled this up. Give me 1 second. There it is. She's going to cast Identify on you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She probably does do a little squirm at the touching, because if I remember, that's a touch spell.
Correct.
Mhm.
Just
Um,
hey.
As Joseph is squirming, as
Uh.
Lewis's arms tighten.
Okay, so with the casting of
he gives
Identify,
Joseph gives up pretty quickly.
Sheikah have this innate ability to cast Identify. With the casting of Identify on you, it's called the Lens of Truth. They can just cast a spell as a short rest.
Nice.
So, casting this on you, they do manage to notice you are under the effect of Disguise Self.
Yep.
Would you mind dropping the disguise, please, so we can speak face
I
to
would
face?
mind dropping that, actually. I would mind that very much.
Okay, well, you don't have many options. I'm not saying we're going to kill you. Lewis on the things, please.
Lewis pauses for a moment and then
Are you going?
and his arms do loosen.
Are you going to run if we let you go?
You know, no matter how I answer this, I think you already know.
Okay, so she goes over She grabs the bag with her cane, and then slams on top of the onto the roof, and you see drop out of the top of the roof is a small little minish.
Minish.
Huh?
Not you, Liz. She's slamming on top of the roof, and Agitoro, a slightly very drunk Agitoro, comes out and is like, What? Why? What do you want? Do you mind looking through this?
That is my personal belongings.
Look. How about this? What are you here for? What do you need in that cabin?
I am just here to get something that was called pale ore or something of the sort because a friend asked me to get it for them as they really need it right now.
That is what I was told. Sonnet
Thank
types
you.
up from the kitchen.
Thank you.
Would Constelle know
little-
what pale ore is?
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
I do not think Lewis knows what pale ore is, so I will not.
Aw,
12.
damn.
It was a high DC, so you
Yeah.
do not know.
Yeah.
I will say with a 12 that there is a sense of like, why have I heard that before?
Yeah.
But that is as far as you get from that.
It's clearly not something he's read.
Mhm.
Or he would have remembered that.
I really don't like holding people in my house. How about this? I'm not going to look through your back. Agitoro, get back up there. And you say, fine, whatever. Goodness gracious, fucking wake up a man. But you did break and enter into my cabin. I happen to keep stuff in there. And if you want something in there, you have to come through me. So, if you want what you want, and what you say is true, which apparently to Sonnet it is, then you have to talk to me. Is that fair?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Alright, let him go.
At this point, also Sonnet is gonna come back from the kitchen with the food.
Mhm.
Ikora gets last pick. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
Lewis's arms click all at once and then immediately loosen and drop around Joseph before coming back to his sides.
Constelle is once again just staring at Lewis with the biggest silly eyes.
Joseph does not land very gracefully, just face first on the floor, lying on his stomach.
Now, I would prefer, if I'm going to be talking to someone, that I speak to their true face. I have not lied to you so far. I do not mean you any harm. If you are who my care says you are, then you and I should have a lot of things to talk about.
As do I.
Well, I'm very sorry to let you both down, but no, Makir is quite wrong in this instance. I cannot blame him for thinking otherwise, but no, there's...
We Koraks can tell a sibling from one another, like me and Lewis over here are siblings, and you and I are siblings. That's just how it works. I can tell.
Do Koraks eat food? I don't remember.
They can. They don't need to.
Cool. Because if they, I was gonna say if they do, Sonnet was gonna offer Makir like a very special rice ball with favorite foods.
Aw.
Absolutely. So, no, I was afraid because thank you.
No problem.
I know what I saw, and I know who you are, and that's what I know.
Ikora will just sigh, and Joseph snaps his fingers and drops the disguise. And still face planted into the ground though. And I guess since I didn't give the description earlier, it's Ikora is a young, sort of on the feminine side, but still sort of in that androgynous space, Hellion, who's wearing clothes that are a lot more Gerudo in design, has a big ol' witch's hat, with a sort of long tail that trails behind it, and some bells hanging from that.
We love Ikora.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Normally would, look pretty composed and perhaps by some definitions of the word elegant. Right now, she's face planted on the floor and with a very unamused expression.
You see Miss Allo goes into the back room where she and the others who have been staying here sleep, and basically takes out a massive gold bag, or bag of gold rupees, which clink as she walks, and then she hands them both to Jeremy and William. You heard nothing of today, understood? Go buy yourselves that ship you like. And with that, the two of them immediately salute, hug Ms. Allo, and then leave.
Marriage saved.
Oh, they're going to have some talkings. But that will keep them distracting for a long while and hopefully keep their mouth shut. Okay. Constelle, you and I should talk somewhat later. This seems to be I have a question. Are you here for a boat?
For a boat?
Most people who have been sent to me by contact are not here to stay for very long. Most of them wish to leave the country.
Oh,
it would be safer.
No, actually, I am not. How to... I'm here for information. I'm following up on... And he's trying to, word this on some disturbing things I learned.
We can talk later.
Yeah.
Perhaps you, Lewis, and Sonnet would prefer to participate in some of the festivities. I believe they will be starting soon, and me and Joseph can get to know each other a little better.
I might need to sit down actually for a bit.
You alright?
I've moved a lot. And Sonnet just kind of quietly coughs as she just kind of sits herself down on the floor.
Okay.
Oh,
So, Sonnet, do you want to ride on my shoulders?
I'll be okay. Might take up that offer in a little bit, but for now I just need to sit down. Ugh.
You alright?
Okay.
I'm okay. It's just... I'm tired.
Thanks again, Sonnet. So, you're here for something in the cabin, yes?
Yeah, like I said, Palor.
Well, I don't know what that is. There's nothing in that cabin but a shrine that leads down into the old shrine, the Sheikah. I'm guessing what you're looking for is more than likely down there. That thing has not been opened for over 100 years. We use it mostly for the teleportation circle right outside of it.
Of course.
Why do you
Well-
need this material?
Like I said, I need to help a friend. And, well, maybe Ikora sort of gestures between Lewis and Constelle, like, I'm no expert in Sheikah technology, but
It seems we are within.
you can tell
Uh,
that she's like trying to lead into asking for help, but like there's one has no idea how to word it at this point in time, and two just yeah.
Oh, Constelle is content to watch Ikora squirm.
She's very much squirming.
It seems we are within the presence of somebody who's quite knowledgeable in the old Sheikah tech from the small automaton you seem to be bringing along with you.
Oh, this is Bechamel. I built him.
You
I
built
Oh, you
him.
built him?
yes.
Lewis is looking at you, and there's a little like metal like curved thing that comes up over the blue gyroscoping eye, and his mouth opens.
Smiling.
Aww.
Constelle lights up. He's just like, yes, he's basically the accumulation of all of my research while I was in the Twilight Realm. I focused a lot on Sheikah technology and, well, primarily their building of these, and he just kind of gestures, and I applied and created my own, with some variants, of course, and not as small. I didn't have a lot of material to work with. He starts to just ramble a little bit.
Yeah.
Got
Real
it.
quick, Jade, can I roll a history check to see if Sonnet has ever heard anything about the Twilight Realm?
Sure. This is gonna be very high DC, but there may be a story
Oh,
that has traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, that's a
Aw.
12.
It's a 12. I'll tell you this. You may have read once in a history textbook something about a Twilight War, but that's all I know.
Should I have Ikora roll?
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, actually, you roll a history check.
Okay.
This is a different
Regardless.
this is a different kind of history.
Regardless, Sonnet will be
Damn.
asking.
No.
Well, Sonnet will be asking, "What's the Twilight Realm?" Because that is unfamiliar.
Yes. What is the Twilight Realm?
It's, I mean, a little self-explanatory. It is the realm of Twilight. It is where all Twily come from. And he gestures at himself.
Speaking of which, by the way,
Oh, so
you
that's
have-
what you are.
Yes. Apologies. And also apologies. I know I've given brief introductions, but I'm Constelle. Do you have something people call you, my fascinating friend?
My designation is LL0015, although there are many different monikers. And he points at Sonnet. She calls me Libby, and he points out the door and he says that they call me Lewis.
Lewis. Okay. Very, very nice to meet you. I apologize. You are fascinating. I would love to talk with you at length, but
You
Clearly.
are also very fascinating.
he might preen a little bit at that. Just yes, I hear that Twily are apparently quite rare. But
Later.
yes, later.
Right. By the way, you have been drinking Twilight Pepper Roast tea,
Yes.
which, as you have seen, has shifted slightly in color as the day has passed.
He is very happy to have this tea.
Back to you, my good friend Joseph. You haven't given him a name yet, so.
Good. Just the way he likes it.
It seems as though you need help accessing that specific area, don't you, for your friend?
Yes, it would seem so.
Now, it doesn't seem to me as if though you think you are the hero according to my care. I know so.
Macare's gonna get a little reassuring pat on top of the head.
Would you like to explain why?
Everyone kind of just pauses at that. And it's just, well, do you have to explain why you're Allo?
Not in particularly, though if I'm usually sent a divine quest by somebody, I would usually take it.
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
Sonnet is looking in between Miss Allo and Ikora, just like, what?
don't know
Lewis
everything.
goes, I have to explain who I am all the time.
Well, that's explaining who you are, not why you are who you are.
I don't know why I am who I am.
Exactly. So
Do
why
you?
should... Well, that's the point I'm
Fucking
trying to get at, isn't it?
I'm so glad you said the hex. I'm so glad. Thank you.
What the heck say? I'm sorry, I missed it.
That fucking iRobot meme.
Yeah. So, Lewis said, I have to explain who I am all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Ikora was like, yeah, that's who you are, not why you are who you are. And Lewis was like, I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ikora's just like, that's the point I'm trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Sonnet, you said you were looking at Miss Allo with a curious look?
It's just like looking in between the two. Whatever look she has, you can't really tell because of the mask, but
Yeah. I am not completely honest with everything I do. Sonnet, you have to forgive me. I am
Well,
involved in some dangerous work.
oh, I understand.
Look, Joseph. Tonight's a celebration. It is supposed to be a good time for everyone. I do not want to ruin that. So, I do not believe you're going to be getting into that shrine without any of my help. If you want my help, you have to tell me what you want and why you want it. A little more than just helping a friend, specifically one that I haven't seen yet. And it is the point where, like, you did see the other person. They haven't shown up yet. In fact, thought it. At some point, the person went back into the backpack.
Yeah. Sonnet has purposely not talked about that. That is the detail she left out.
I'm waiting for the logic leap of we are technically not in public, therefore I can do what I please right now.
You are technically not in public, so you can do as I please right now.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do it yet.
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 I am not.
What
going-
const?
I am
Go
not-
ahead. Sorry.
If you wish for help, to ask for it. You do not have to if you don't want to, but I feel as if though you need it. Enjoy yourselves at the festival tonight. Come back to me when you want help. And with that, she's going to step out and leave you guys alone.
Well. Since you're going to be staying here, Lewis turns towards Constelle, completely ignoring the person he dropped on the floor.
It's okay. Ikora's just sulking over here.
Staying here. How he pauses and just like gets back to his feet because he's still sitting this whole time. How long will you be in Lurelin?
I honestly can't say. It depends on what information Miss Allo gives me. But what I am doing and looking into is not as time sensitive as other things. And he gives a pointed look at Ikora. I'm sorry,
Ikora is
Joseph.
looking away.
Hey, you lot, down here.
Mm.
Where did Miss Alla go?
Lewis turns
The minute.
and looks down.
I'm just gonna gesture to the room Miss Alla went into with a thumb.
Out. She went out,
Fantastic.
didn't you?
I gotta tell her about prophecies tomorrow.
Prophecies?
And she's just walking.
I'll
Eyes of prophecies.
let her know.
He's walking towards the room. Like he's walking towards Miss
Sorry.
Alla.
Would
That's
you
a problem for tomorrow. Sonnet is just saying quietly. And she's just actually sitting down next to Ikora, or Joseph, I guess. And she's actually shrugging off her basket and reaching into it and pulling out a little chess set.
Constelle lights up.
Lewis looks at that and starts moving into position to play chess with Sonnet.
Oh.
Constelle
Right
will
back.
observe.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you putting the
Sonnet
board?
is just-
Are you
we've
putting
gone
it
off on a
top?
very weird- She's just putting it just like on a table and is just
okay.
offering anyone who wants to play that they can. Because this entire group has gone off on a very awkward, in some perspectives, very wrong foot. This is a potential way to perhaps get on a more right foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lewis pauses and looks over and down at Yosef and goes, Yosef, do you fancy a game with Sonnet?
I suppose I wouldn't be against a way to kill the time, though. If you also want to, don't let me hold you up.
Lewis
We'll take
walks
turns.
back over to Joseph and starts picking them off the ground.
I can move by myself, you know.
You hadn't, so I thought maybe you were a little hurt.
Oh, oh, that's so cute, Liz.
But I can see it is your pride.
It's your pride.
Destroyed.
Ikora takes a deep breath and will stand up on her own, dust herself off, and go sit down to play some chess.
Yeah.
Though she will pause and go, though I guess if we're going to be seeing more of each other, my actual name is Ikora.
Ikora. There's a
It
nice
is-
ring to it. It suits you.
It is at this point, by the way, that the bag starts shaking again.
There's a jump, and Ikora is going to sort of awkwardly try to like subtly peek into the bag while like still in the middle of the room because she doesn't think that Lewis is gonna let her leave.
Nope.
Mhm.
And
But
as
just,
you
like-
open the bag, you see out of it, kind of like materializing, is Phi. We are no longer in public, Ikora. I believe that you said I could come out now. Yes?
Oh, that is-
Hello.
Oh. What on? Hello. This is. Oh wow. And Constelle is immediately in Fi's space.
That's
All
fine.
the others
Phi
are distracted
doesn't.
with
I-
Phi. Sonnet is continuing to set up the chessboard
I just
as
want
if
to.
nothing's happening.
I just want to say that as you approach Phi and like interact, your hand goes through it if you try touching them, but they do not move. They are still as a statue, even as close as you can get.
Oh, this is fascinating. Oh, this is. Oh, this, and like he is now looking at Ikora. Do you, what, what?
Ikora,
Who is this, Ikora?
Ikora, our objective is at the edge of the town. Why have you gone farther away from it?
I can't get into the shrine by myself, and in order to get the assistance of other people, we have to play along for a little bit. And so it kind of just rubs a hand down her face and looks at everyone like, everyone, this is Phi. Don't ask me questions. I have no idea. She points at Constelle. Phi, if this person asks you questions, you can answer them.
I only answer to Master Ikora, the hero.
I'm not that,
Well,
but
the guy was right.
I was right!
Can't
Didn't doubt you for a second.
Can't I request that you, talk to other people? Maybe. I
That
don't know. It's
is
just
not within my functionality.
Oh.
there's just a wince.
You sound like me.
Constelle is maybe not so subtly trying to peek into the bag.
I can imagine Ikara's just like so busy with Fee that she just doesn't notice until Constelle's face is like right next to her shoulder.
Like a cat looking into a
Yes.
place they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then she
Uh,
just jumps.
Should I roll a perception to see if
Yes,
I can?
please.
Okay. Let me just Oh, I have a plus to that.
That's
I rolled like shit.
That's a 7. Ikora, you
Oh,
managed to
no.
just grab away, like, just close the bag
Rip.
before Constelle can take a good look at it.
Okay. My bag is my stuff. If you want to look at something, please ask. But
Sure.
I-
If you want to help get it in the Pelor, you can also please ask.
how about I show you it, okay? And she just shoves
Allergic to
shoves
talking.
a
Allergic to talking is what you are.
maybe. She just shoves a hand into the bag and pulls out the what remains of the Master Sword and sets it down on the table.
Oh, Constelle
So-
is absolutely looking at this.
Can
What
I
sh-
roll a history check?
Yes,
Same.
and yes. Actually, I want
Well-
Constelle to roll an Arcana check, if you could.
Oh, okay.
While this is happening, Fletch, I hand you. Sonnet is basically ignoring anything having to do with the Master Sword, and she's just gonna ask, do you want the white or the black pieces?
Ho ho ho! 15 plus 5 for my history check. Unnatural 20.
Boy.
Nice! Delicious.
Okay.
Ikora will kind of just look over with the most exhausted expression and go, I would like the black pieces, please.
Just a little thumbs up and then twists the chessboard around and moves upon.
Anyways. What did you get for the Arcana check, Hex?
Not great, because the dice hate me. It was an 11.
I see.
Pensive.
Well, even with an 11... Actually, I'm going to say roll with advantage because it's technically within your expertise.
Ooh, alright.
Ooh.
Come on,
Man.
that's worse.
No! Give Constelle right.
There's a lot of things happening right now. You're overstimulated with the amount of like new knowledge that's available at the current moment.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, the sword is broken. That is the first major thing. It is broken at the blade at some point, and it has become dull. It is no longer glowing, and does not seem to respond to any touch, at the very least not from Ikora. Apart from that, with a history check of 20, Lewis,
Yes.
you know for a fact that this device was created.
Yes.
And that's it. There is some knowledge there that you are not allowed to access.
Ooh.
In my own brain.
Uh-huh. Like, you reach out for it, and it is almost like your brain tells you, like, nope, access denied.
So, okay, so at first, my eye is wide and open and shining as I'm looking at this thing, shining on the blade itself. And then as...
I will add a couple
access-
more things.
Oh, okay.
Apart from that, you also do know that this thing has been used throughout history. It is the same sword every single time that has been used by the legendary hero, according to legend. That knowledge is in of itself ingrained in your memory. But it's the fact that you rolled a 20, and you tried to access what its purpose is, and that came up blank for whatever reason. But yes, continue.
Okay, so as I'm running up against the access denied, my eye, instead of being blue, flashes to a pinkish red for a moment.
Oh, Constelle reacts to that.
Uh-oh.
And I'm wearing a cloak, but a pinkish red light is also on my chest and on my back. And then it goes away into that blue. And I... This is the master sword, but I can't. There's something blocking in my memory. This is a good mystery.
Well, that's fun, I suppose.
The information you are trying to access is classified. And that is the only time Fi has not looked at you, Ikora, and then looked back at you. Like it looked at Lewis for a second and then looked back at you.
Ikora's looking over at Thief with wide eyes like, so you can talk to other people.
That is not within my functionality.
Ikora, the blade is only usable by the hero.
Well, the blade is also supposed to be in one piece. So
Well,
there is very much something not right going on right now.
What happened to it?
And Cora sort of looks away.
Hey, Constelle.
No.
As a reminder, when you were in New Castletown, you did hear rumblings about the fact of like the sword. There was rumors of the sword being broken, but like
Yeah.
it was covered up. Like the entire area is completely covered up and inaccessible to the public.
Yeah, no one can see it. And Constelle, like, Ikora looks away, and there is a dawning realization and horror of, oh my god, it's true. Sweet gods.
If my memory serves, it does not. It was created. The blade was created. So... And Lewis just turns to look at Ikora. How's that game going, you guys?
I'm working on it.
Are you guys actually playing chess?
Yeah.
Yes, we're putting the rolls in the standard dice roller because I found rules on it that I put in the peanut gallery.
Yeah, probably just do straight and because that
Yeah,
Amazing.
int works. Int works.
yeah,
Yeah.
int and then you can probably add your proficiency.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not very high on it, but... Yippee!
Yippee!
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so it's a time. It's a time. Ikora is very pointedly not looking at Constelle as those pieces get put together.
What did you
Can-
do?
Can we take a break? I gotta go move my car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Okay.
I will say we do have a small heart cutoff point at 4 because I have been asked to do something and I promised to do it at 4. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
We are
Uh,
probably coming in towards the end of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is reaching the end. You guys are gonna go basically over to this festival and enjoy yourselves, and then tomorrow
Yeah.
we got a prophecy to tell.
Mhm.
God, we sure
Also, Liz,
do.
I'm so sorry that's taking me so long to get you into the group.
It's not easy getting a fucking Minish into a situation when Minishes are prone to not being involved with the other races. I know what I signed up for. It's fine. I'm enjoying being in the gallery.
I hope you are enjoying. I like to imagine that like this is the B plot with in this episode.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
and just I would like to hear what is Ine doing during this time.
God, I would have saved this after the scene, but I guess we can say I really like the idea of Ine's also playing chess or checkers with a Minish.
That is 100% doable. There's a lot of games set up for the kids as well as just for people to just play in. It's a celebration. So there would be a place where you could like just sit down and play some chess.
Yeah.
And checkers.
Little stones and such.
Everything is built out of every single time I think of the Minish, I just think of like everything being built out of like twigs and leaves and like stuff that they take from the houses that they leave rupees behind for.
What do you use? Yeah, just I like the idea of twigs, like having specific like trimmings and setting that up. Oh, she's absolutely losing. By the way, I'm not rolling. She's not. It is a coin flip. She's not dumb, but she's not exceptionally smart, and she's also.
I don't know how many times you would have played checkers back in Village either, so like.
Oh yeah, very yeah. She probably lusty as shit.
But you're learning. Man, I'm sad. I wanted to come up with a prophecy on the spot.
Aww.
Because I like making them. I like making them rhyme. So doing random rhymes is fun.
Very fair.
I would.
Next time will be prophecy time.
I'm very happy with how this turned out so far.
I'm glad.
Like the.
I
The
hope
riff
that
is very good.
Ikora's shenanigans have been kind of manageable though.
No, you're valid. I understand that this is like, you have been giving a roadblock that you do not wish to pass over, but with help. It is not one that you can pass over without help.
Yeah.
It is your choice to make.
Ikora, you must socialize. You must. Ikora, that's illegal.
If she really is a Link, then aren't they kind of known for doing everything pretty much solo?
Yeah.
This is Ikorophobia.
They also are prone to helping everybody, so you know.
This is true.
I mean, to be fair, the moment that Sonnet started, like, actually, like, needing to sit down from exhaustion and stuff, like, Ikora did sort of, that did strike
I
her
saw
interest.
that. We did
She's
see
just,
that.
oh, no.
I felt so soft.
Okay, insight.
Oop. All right.
Yeah, I'm okay. I got woken up for and what? Nothing? I love Akitoro so fucking much.
There we go.
Sometimes you call a
and now
guy
we
down
do-
and then you don't need him.
Oh,
And now we do deception again.
Liz, you captured his essence perfectly.
Oh,
He's
okay.
this fucking scruggly little shit.
It's so fucking difficult to tell they are that Agitoro and Agitoro are brothers.
That's deception for the chess game.
Okay, so deception?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
They're both 2 out of 3. The next person who wins the chess game.
Fucking the little smile.
Yeah, the smile.
Oh,
Oh. Where?
I love Lewis so fucking much.
Insight.
Oh yeah, you're going through the gallery,
I'm
yeah.
going through the gallery right now. This is what I like
That
to
that
do.
smile is everything. I want to protect
It's
it.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a friend.
That is a
I'm
friend.
so excited for the future.
Except when Lewis turned pink, Constelle might have had a
Panic?
minor bit of oh god, get down.
Uh-oh.
Understandable.
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
well.
He was a soldier during during the Great Calamity.
Don't worry. Don't worry about the PTSD.
There we go.
Oh,
Just a minor bit
I
of
think Ikora might
PTSD.
win this.
alright.
Oh.
Is that just what is that specifically?
It was next was intelligence after
The fact that
deception.
y'all are playing chess is very funny to me for reasons that
Yes.
you will not know for so fucking long.
Oh boy.
Oh
Right.
boy.
But
Love to
Ikora
have
wins.
themes and recurring motifs.
Let's just say I will have to give this to Lewis later, not the character, but the person. There's
Oh,
some
boy.
more that I was thinking about with chess and
Oh.
a certain character that probably won't show up until much later.
Oh, that's
Nice.
fun.
Oh boy.
Neat.
Damn, Jade's gonna recreate Superb.
Yeah.
Me quietly. This is mid-game gambit propaganda
Nice.
where we played chess for a D&D game.
Good.
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 I know there's a chess activity. Like if we wanted to actually play chess, but I don't have the brain for that right now.
Yeah.
So dice rolls it is.
Understandable. Have a nice
Chess.
day.
You just play chess midway through a
Yeah.
fucking session.
Yeah,
That's very
everyone else
funny,
is
actually.
everyone else is having the extremely important and mortifying ordeal of discovering the Master Sword is hecking broken. Sonnet is playing chess with Ikora and ignoring it for now.
Mm-hmm.
We can unpack that tomorrow after Festival Day. It's very cute. I love this party very much already.
Yeah.
I am so glad. I'm so glad Hart picked playing a Warforged.
Yeah.
Right? It's
It's
so
really
good.
fun.
Delicious.
Constelle is just living.
I
hmm
love Constelle.
If I had picked
I love
Breaks
Constelle.
over Heart, we would have had two artificers, both battlesmith artificers, and I would have been like,
Yes.
that's the amount of like innate mumbo jumbo talking, like the what's it called, like science talk in Star Trek,
Technobabble.
Technobabble.
Hi.
Yeah.
By Heart
Hi.
Hi.
would have been
There was
immense.
nowhere to freaking park.
I'm
So
so
I
You're
sorry.
literally
valid.
had to sit in my car. So I am back.
You're
How's
valid.
that game going?
Ikora won the chess game.
I will
While
say
everyone
that
else is dealing with, that.
Uh-huh.
I will say that we do have a hard limit of 4 p.m. So we will start wrapping up soon.
Okay.
But yes, so with game chat match, what was the last thing that was being said? I completely
Oh, you
forgot.
know. What did you do from Constelle
Yeah,
to
Constelle
Oh, yeah.
did.
What did you do?
It was a horrified. What did you do?
And Lewis was saying something about the Master Sword was created.
hmm
Yeah, Ikora is looking away and making a chess move.
Well, you don't know if it was necessarily Ikora at fault. Sometimes things break.
Well, I appreciate you coming to bat for Ikora here. I didn't live as long as I haven't lived as long as I have without becoming pretty okay at reading people.
Well, judging by the situation, Ikora is also here trying to help. She said that she was getting the pale orb, is it that you said, yeah?
Yes, it was that.
To help your friend, which I'm assuming is connected to that thing. Just gestures to the master sword.
Ikora jerks the thumb at Pi.
Yeah.
That's the friend.
I understand all of this, and I realize all of this. I still want to know what happened.
Well, if you must know, I touched it, and it broke.
He doesn't look angry, he just looks confused. It just a touch, and it
just broke. So, not exactly what you would expect from the hero, now would you?
I wouldn't be so quick to say that.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm not you then.
Oh, nice move.
Constelle is having a big think. Just
I'm so sorry to lose.
He turned around to look at you and partially watch the game, and he's standing there, and the blue light of his eyes strengthening and dimming and strengthening again. And he hasn't said anything after you said that. Sonnet, you've seen this before. He's thinking.
Thinking.
Doing a little think.
Doing a thinky thunk.
You touched it and it broke. Now, if you didn't care, you would have simply ran. But here you are trying to fix it. Yes.
Well, I'm not heartless. I wouldn't exactly leave the kingdom without its sword now, would I? I mean, after all, I live here. So, the least I can do is fix it up, put it back, and hope that it doesn't break for the real one.
Constelle is slowly leaning away.
Ikora is just... ears kind of just drooped down and she was not looking at Lewis, that is...
How about I help you fix it? I'm interested in how it's done anyways.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to that, especially if you're offering.
I don't know that much, as I woke up only a week ago. But I am offering. I don't really have ties here.
Designation LL0015 would prove useful at opening the shrine you said was blocking your way. Ikora.
Well,
Sonnet just kind of looks up in absent surprise.
Okay, so how does Like, Constelle had started to say a thing, and then he had a thought, and now he's thinking more.
Aw.
Ikora kind of just looks up at Constelle, sees that he's back to thinking, goes to make another chest move as she's just, well, if you say so, Fee, I don't really have any objections.
Oh, damn, I think you got me with that one. Nice!
She gives Sonnet a smile. She's just, thank you. You're not a half bad player yourself.
Oh gosh, thank you. Just awkward turning away of the beak.
Oh.
Aww.
I could beat him.
You want to try?
Yeah, I want to try.
Well,
I've never been you, Sonnet, but I could definitely beat her.
Well, I
Just-
believe that Lewis had asked for a chess match before, so
Oh, okay. They can go first.
I love McCare. I love him so much.
yeah.
Save!
Yeah, so
I do believe another chess game is not necessary. I have other things that I am interested in puzzling over.
That's alright.
Are you feeling better, Sonnet?
Much, thank you.
Hmm. The offer is still there.
I think I'll be okay.
All right.
Now then, I've heard that the food is pretty good at the festival. We can figure out the rest of this later. For now, though, she just kind of gestures towards the door.
Who's the last to leave?
definitely not Ikora.
Okay.
She would not be allowed to.
No, I mean
Sonnet
the last...
might linger behind other people to gather her stuff and back into her basket. Just like put the chessboard back and everything.
I will say that Miss Allo does come out eventually and like is slightly dressed up. She looks a lot nicer from it and is like looking to go out and celebrate. You see that eventually like he on her shoulder is Agitoro, who is just like, how did you get already kicked out? Whatever, you can join me for celebrations. And she walks out.
And Sonnet isn't far behind.
Yeah, I would say that Lewis would be close to being the last out, but probably not the last out.
Okay. I
I'm
will
gonna
say
be
that.
honest.
Constelle.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be honest with you. Constell's having his big think. He pulled out a notebook and is scribbling down thoughts.
Well, you can do so out of this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's being kicked out and he's just, oh, right, my apologies, ma'am.
The egg is behind you, like pushing you out of the.
Yep, and he is
Being nudged.
he is being nudged out. He's actually gonna hop on top of Bechamel and just
Perfect.
let Bechamel walk while he writes.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Oh, that's cute.
As Lewis, as you're heading out, and as Ikora is heading out, P does say one more thing. Designation LL0015.
Yes.
I do believe the people would say it is good to see you awake. And she returns back the sword.
Aww.
Lewis is now doing a big thing.
Constell's head
Because
fucking
that's-
snaps up like the
because
sword knows the robot.
That's something interesting.
This
Sonnet
only
voice. We'll unpack that later.
this only solidifies Constelle's theory that he's working on and trying to puzzle through. So A.
Nice.
I cannot wait for me to actually lay down all the puzzle pieces because you guys do not have everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course.
boy.
This is
Oh,
only
yeah.
the first session.
Mhm.
Okay, you gotta set up a mystery. You gotta set up all the things you gotta think
Yeah.
about and all that jazz. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's leave it off with as you guys head over, one last bit just to check back in on Ine. How is Ine doing?
Damn. Have you ever seen just the sight of the most stiff, uptight person in the party? Like, she is not relaxing. She's not being loose. She's trying to engage. Like, the image that we see her on is like losing to that chess game, like getting put into checkmate, and she just like huffs and brings out a gloved hand and gives a shake. And goes, "Thank you. That was a good game." And just leaves. She's just walking around.
Good game to you. And as you're walking around, I will say that a mini child does approach you with a little flower wreath that they have made that you can wear on your head. Like the petals are extremely big. Because just how flowers work. So it's kind of like it's made out of like the petals have been torn, but they have formed into like this really nice. Basically, like a small headpiece. You crown you can wear made out of petals. And you see them. They're holding it in their arms and just giving them out, and they hand you one. You can choose whatever color you want.
She's not picky.
Enjoy the festival.
Thank you.
And we will leave it at that, as we will pick back this up 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be having so many thoughts.
Legend begins.
I'm so glad you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're listening, thank you for listening. I love you all very much. Have a good night. And I'm going to stop recording.
Goodbye.
Bye.